try reloading. I don't know if we're just not on the scene or not. Or
Ooh, so am I.
There we go. All right.
Hey.
I've been having issues with it, but my internet hates Forge. So
Yeah, I have two maps in here.
I did a shift click on refresh, and that seemed to work. We are outside
Okay,
of
there it is.
Panera. There we
Yep.
go. All right.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Oh, alright. Hey, welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Dead and Dealing, VtM, Boston by Night, because we have 30 names for this one. Whatever you prefer to call it. We're in Boston. It's not Fallout, though. It is a world of darkness. So a slightly more optimistic world.
Man, a vampire Fallout crossover would be crazy.
I think there's talk about cyberpunk vampire crossovers people are looking at, which is funny because that was a thing that I think Crash and Dom talked about. Like there was a joke about that, but nope, people are doing it now. Anyways, yeah, we are back on our randomly determined schedule, and I got nothing special to say other than I think I've put more rules into it, and most of the disciplines have their stuff in here. You can probably find it. If you can't find something that you would need in the future, you'll have to do it yourself, or until I get to it. Alright, does anybody wish to recap what happened last session? I don't really have... I guess you could heal a willpower? I guess that would be the way to do it. If you have willpower damage, you heal a willpower. You can get that for doing a recap.
Okay, cool. So I've got one. I mean, unless somebody's got an in-character one or anything. I didn't know. Going once. Cool. So last session opened up with all of us piled into the bathroom of a seedy motel. Because Jay is something special vampire. I'm trying to remember. Is it higher humanity? That means he wakes up earlier than us.
Yep.
He wakes up early, decides to stack a mountain of toiletries or towels on people as a joke. Also pulls a SIM card out of the phone, because we didn't exactly do things that the Camarilla was going to like. And then waits for us to wake up. We all wake up, talk about what we're going to do. Go get some food, because Blake just spends the entirety of this session starving, apparently. That is just her life now. And then she finds a really shitty poet to nom on. Go meet with Evelina, which is Rain's sire, and our boss with the Camarilla, and essentially told her the truth. I mean, the plan was to tell her that we, had to drop the cargo Han Solo style. So that's what we did. We tell her we picked up a hitchhiker who might have been connected to the Anarchs or the Inquisition and sabotaged the run. In reality, we picked up a hitchhiker because Marsh pretends like he doesn't have a bleeding heart, but he does. And then a ghost inhabited the hitchhiker and tried to kill us all. We then found out that the cargo we were hauling was people. We weren't cool with that, and so we let them go. Trying to keep that from the Camarilla. So far, so good. We'll see how that works out. Evelina's really pissed until Blake and Marsh manage to convince her that the Anarchs could be behind it, and even if she doesn't believe us, she thinks it's a good enough excuse and is going to roll with it, which is nice. She then wants us to tell her what we're doing. We promptly don't do that, take another 10-minute elevator ride, and then split off on our own side missions. Blake meets up with a former contact with the local police department, because so far there's been no news on the trailer full of people we've dropped, and we probably need to find it. So she catches up with her contact. Marth has some stuff that he has to deal with, and Jay goes to Panera. And I'm going to pass it off to people to do their own little recaps of their things, because that's your thing.
So you're just tagging people in, though? Okay.
Yep. I didn't know. I mean, you don't have to give me the willpower thing. I didn't know that was going to happen. I was just letting people narrate their own thing.
Collective recap seems pretty good. That's fine. All right. I haven't played enough Fallout 4 to have a Boston accent yet, so I'll just.
Please don't. There's only like one guy in that game who actually has a Boston accent, and I think he's like the shittiest character too.
What about the old lady that sounds like Peter Griffin?
Nah, that's not. No.
Oh my god, it's so bad. All right. Jay spent most of the day trying to, I guess, trying to manage his companions without them realizing he was managing them. Which I think he did pretty well overall. He's learning more about them. He's compartmentalizing all that. He's building dossiers in his mind palace about each of them, their weaknesses, their strengths, what they are after, what they think they're after, what they're really after. And he is trying to figure out how to be the most human he can be without, getting himself killed in the process. And he thinks, because Malkavian, that maybe if he had a girlfriend, like a human girlfriend, it would be okay. And it's not going to be creepy like in Buffy or Twilight, right? He's not 250 years old dating a high school girl, right? He's the same age he was before, His, 30-ish or whatever. And Monique's like in her late 20s, and it's going to be lovely and consensual. It's like using mind control. He's not going to have sparkly skin, and that connection to a warm, blood-filled human being, that's going to make him more human, damn it. That's going to be his anchor. It's going to be great. The problem that he's having, though, that he realized immediately after starting this plan, is Blake. And in his Buju, you would see Blake is drawn as kind of like a scary anime girl, making like a demon face, and it would be like, watch out in the margins, and like she'll take everything you love to feed her hunger for cruelty, and so he's a little nervous, but he's gonna make it happen. He's also gonna try to help Rain, because he's convinced, probably not correctly, that Rain has a secret child that he hasn't told anyone about, that he's really stressed out about. So Jay's gonna try and help him, get through that. And if whatever Rain needs to protect this secret child, he's gonna do it. He would die for Rain's secret child at this point. And then as far as old man goes, man, never in his life has he had to do such heavy-duty babysitting before, but he knows that Marsh is a good guy, maybe the goodest guy that they've got, and he wants to make sure that good guy stays a good guy, no matter how hard he tries to be a bad guy. And so that's what happened last time for Jay. And he passes the conch shell over to Rain. Is Rain here yet?
No, Rain's player's not here.
Right,
we passed it over to Marsh.
Okay.
Yeah, Marsh was, he was basically contacted by his, mafia contacts, specifically the ones who lent him the car that got absolutely totaled, during our escapades. And he was told that he was going to have to pay them back. He was a little cross because he already figured and was going to work on it, but it turns out he doesn't have to pay back in the way that he expected. He's got to do some favors. So he pretty much just agrees to go be an errand boy for the mob and does his usual thing, going where he's told, and he's pointed towards a drop-off point where he finds, I think it was a cassette player or something along those lines, or a phone. I don't remember exactly. It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But he gives him some more instructions. He goes to the other drop-off, picks up the package, and then he's directed to go to an address completely outside of the Boston area. So he lets the group know through Blake that he is going to be gone for basically the rest of the night, he expects. And he hopped in his car and he drove off, and he ended up at what appears to be Dracula's castle. And he is currently a bit on high alert, but also just kind of figuring this is his mob life and his new vampire life bleeding into each other. So he's pretty curious to see where this goes, although he's half afraid he's going to get whacked in a second.
I mean, it's not Dracula's castle. It's more like just your standard creepy Victorian you find in the New England area. It's fine. I work on these houses sometimes. Like they're fine. They only have secret passages you get locked behind and have to call the owner to let you out. I mean, that's all. True story. All right.
I mean, I make jokes, but I would kill to have a house like this.
Can you ever have a normal job, Scott?
No,
Like,
no.
is it possible?
Not even close. All right. Let's see. Raid's player's still not here. Set a 8:10 arrival time, but obviously getting to the house and everything. So, what did Rain do last time? So Rain's so secretive. Even I forget what he was doing, and I'm the GM or storyteller or whatever they call it on the system. Let's see. Chad the Ghost. He just followed you guys around, highly entertained about the fact that only Jay knows what's going on, and Jay has not told anybody. So he's living his best life as a spirit. I think that's the recap for Chad, the NPC ghost. But yeah, I think Rain met a contact. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all meeting contacts.
Yeah. Ricky the contact? Yeah. That's what it was. Ricky the contact. You gave basically, you guys met a bunch of people and gave them the information that you're looking for. None of them had answers right away, but they
like
would all
the
look
lady
into
from
it
Facebook that Blake met with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the administrator
lady
from Boston PD.
No, I'm sorry.
Fair enough. All right. It's fine. When Seb gets here, he can jump in.
All right.
Okay.
I'm googling
so...
voice coaches for Boston accent right now.
Oh my gosh. I will regret placing this in an area that I live near with an accent that I hate. All right.
In case anyone ever wondered why I don't set things in Appalachia.
Wise. All right. So last thing we did, I think, was Marsh going into Creepy House.
Yeah, that's where we left off for our dramatic cliffhanger.
All right. Well, let's just jump into it and see where we get. All right. Let's fresh up the scene. You step up the stairs. You open the door. The loud creaking of any spooky old house emanates. A chill washes over you as though wind itself is blowing from the inside of the house for just a moment. The trees rattle, shake the shadows of them with whatever dim light is around the area, reach out like claws for you. And you stepped inside.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you said I opened the door, but if I remember correctly, I think the door opened itself.
Oh, fair enough. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
It's been like a month almost.
I know.
Like
I just wanted to put that out because it was funny.
All right, the door opens itself and creaks, and then you enter. All right, the shadows of the tree claws reaching out for you.
Yeah, Marsh has got like one arm wrapped around the package, kind of like tucked under his shoulder. And even though he figures like whatever's in here, it's just not going to help him, he still, just for his own comfort, kind of has his hand on the grip of his pistol. And he's just cautiously walking forward. And he says, "Hello? Anybody home?"
As you say this, and you look into basically the foyer, you see that there's a just like a piece of paper just laying on like a table that with an arrow pointing to the right. Seems to open up into another room. The wallpaper is peeling, and the floorboards are soft beneath your feet.
Sorry, I was just checking something on my sheet. Yeah, he will very cautiously go in the direction indicated.
All right. Assuming that you're not running, you're sure that the structural integrity will be fine. You assume. I don't know what you assume, but I'm assuming this fine. So you move through into the next room, which is a fairly large living space or den. There's everything you would expect to see, like a giant moose head on the wall. As you enter, a fireplace cackles, like it literally just creates like a weird cackling noise, like a witch, as the fire seems to light on its own. And in the corner of this room, behind some antiquated sofas, is a woman. And before her, a small chair with a puppet. Here, we'll give you the puppet.
Quick question: is the fire lighting on its own enough to like trigger my rot trick?
That is a fair question. I would say no. It's on the far end, and the people who are here are trying to get you to go into a murder frenzy.
All right, so he'll like flinch a little bit, but kind of turn towards the woman and the puppet, and he said, kind of looking a little bit unamused, he said, "So which one of you is this package for?"
You see the puppet's mouth open, and like a speaker is inside. It crackles to life, and you hear the voice coming out of it, similar to the one that you heard on the phone. Mr. Marsh, you have brought the package. Bring it here. And the puppet's lifelike hand seems to move up, like it is the token reaching out. The woman is motionless, almost like she's just there.
Marsh kind of gives her a look like, "Are you being serious right now?" I assume he gets no reaction.
Just a slow blink. So she is clearly at least unalive.
Honestly, not the weirdest job I've had.
He kind of mutters to himself as he walks towards the puppet and kind of holds out the package.
Obviously, there's a puppet head. You can't actually grab it. It's just, I assume you place it on the chair, by it. Or you just let it drop.
He's gonna be a bit of a smartass. He holds it in front of the puppet and just says,
"Well, go on. Take it."
But after a second, he would just drop. Oh, sorry.
I'm not amused.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
He'll set the package down.
I have reasons for protecting my identity. And you still have more to fulfill. Then the doll's head turns, looking up to the woman. Eris, provide Mr. Marsh with the next steps. And she reaches, down, pulls out another package, making you go on the worst side quest ever, handing it to you. You are to take this to the sommelier. I am aware you already know who this individual is.
Yeah.
Mr. Marsh, the puppet, speaks up. You have much to pay for, and you have been chosen for a particular purpose. Why you have been brought about. And just like the puppet hand just kind of slowly goes around in like a circle pointing to all of you. There is a need for these deliveries to be secure. And the post must make it to where it needs to. Let's just say that it is now your job, your responsibility, to make sure that we Kindred get what arrives and send out safely to the places it needs to go within the jurisdiction of this city. Do you understand?
I think so, but I take it I can't get your name, but can I at least get an idea of who's given me this job? Like, what's your role in all this?
My role is protecting the interests of our kind and the passage of information. We have met before, in one fashion or another.
Can I make any sort of check to see if I recognize this voice?
Yeah, I guess. Hold on. It has been forever. I assume this is some kind of like recall knowledge type of thing. So what would that be? What would be remembering junk from the past? Um, I assume intelligence, most likely. Intelligence and like investigation or awareness, maybe. I guess, like, even though, you know, just kind of like what pops in your mind. Do you remember details, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, awareness is actually like mostly awareness of like spirits and stuff, so I'll go with investigation.
Okay. I assume awareness is just your perception in general. But whatever you prefer, I am fine with that. Alright. Couple of successes. Hold on. As I said, it's been a bit, and I haven't really looked at the rules recently. There are 2 successes. Straightforward. Seducing someone who's already in the mood. Intimidating a weakling. Yeah, this is probably a little bit more difficult than that. So you are not 100% certain. Like it's on the, like, you know, it's one of those things where like you recognize the voice but you don't know from where.
Okay, so when he said that we've met before in some fashion or another, he's gonna say,
I don't remember going to any ventriloquist shows recently.
No, we had a more face-to-face meeting, Mr. Marsh. Then there's like a heavy, dry, like coughing noise.
Care to refresh my memory?
No.
Right.
he's just kind of sighs, kind of resigned, and he's like,
So, bring this to the sommelier. And do I come back here after that, or?
No, you are free for the night. You will receive further instructions as needed.
Got it.
Then, yeah. So Eris hands you the package. You can 100% tell this is like a hardcover book. Because you know when you get a present, it's a book. You always know what it is before you open it.
So you just gotta like hang around for a second, just because of like the weirdness of all this. Like, there's like a part of him that's expecting some more explanation, but he's obviously not going to get it. So he just kind of turns around and slowly makes his way back out.
Yes. You leave. No one stops you. The lights seem to go out. You hear the sounds of like wheels moving, like within like a wheelchair or like a cart or something, moving throughout the house at this point as you head out.
Could I pause for a second and like try to hear where that wheeling is coming from at like a particular point to see if it's close enough?
It's from the room that you just came out of.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He'd be tempted to like go back and try to look, but I'm gonna say no. He's gonna squash that temptation, remind himself he's trying to be a professional, and leave.
You don't want to learn the secrets about that? That's fine. What? I don't know. You head out?
Yeah.
Alright. You leave without incident, it would seem. Being further sent on whatever side mission for whatever purpose and reason that's going on with it. All right.
I will say before he heads back into his car, he would take out his phone and take just like a couple pictures of the place, just to kind of like remember it and like remember the address, remember the layout, and all that.
Yeah, feel free. You do so. And then you head out. Anything else before you head out? Before we transition to the others?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Don't apologize. Alright. So, as that happens, I believe Sub has joined us. So, Rain. You here?
I did, yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Do you remember what happened last session? For your character specifically.
Very likely, I met with an old contact at a weird across the street from the Panera Bread, and I was just asking them to find any information about anyone that might have any info on the trafficking people that we let go. Rain knows that we let the people in the truck go, but we are in the hook from my mommy. We have to figure out where they went. So Rain knows that we let them go, but he wants to make sure that we cover our foot tracks, and maybe we can pin this on someone else. So maybe find someone else that might be doing something like that and point my mom that way.
All right, fantastic. That is exactly what happened. All right. And then you rejoined with the others as you were going to figure out what you were going to do. The rest of like what the next step in the plan was, right?
Right. Rain will. Wasn't Jay hitting on the girl from the Panera Bread or something?
Yeah, there was actually Jay revealed the internal monologue of the whole backstory of that as part of the recap. So you'll have to go back and listen to the episode to find that out.
Definitely will. But Rain will walk up to Jay and tap him in the back, and he's like, "Are you all done here?"
Huh? Yeah.
You know her? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get too close, Jay.
Oh. Yeah. No, of course not. I mean, we're it's. Anyways.
It's complicated.
Sure. That sounds great. It is complicated. What are we gonna do about Cruella and I mean, I just feel like there's a lot going on, Rain.
Yeah, we're in quite the situation at the moment. We're at fault for what happened, and we don't want that to be actually what happens. So is Blake here? And Rain's got. I don't know if Blake's here as well.
I think Blake went in, if I remember correctly, to use the bathroom? ? In the Panera?
Oh, yeah, because I think she... Didn't I end up covered in blood again because I ate again?
I probably.
Yeah, I think you went from lady from Facebook meeting to eating a poet to needing a place to clean up.
Yeah, I thought the poet was what I ate in the morning, but I ate again. I think I just ate some like random person.
Oh. And then with this Panera being, totally understaffed, like all modern businesses.
Like they were closed.
Had previously robbed the night before.
Oh, right.
Like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, there's like 2 employees, like Monique and then the manager in the office counting the money, and you just do the whole like customer coming in 1 minute before they're locking the doors, covered in blood, needing to use the bathroom, not gonna buy anything. I don't know, it happened a lot when I worked at Panera, so anyways, yeah. that's what I recall happening. Maybe that wasn't exactly what happened.
I probably have done that before actually. So then the guy that came in with the blood. Fair enough. All right, so Blake, I don't know if Blake rejoins now or whatever, but you could as a trio you could be there together.
Okay.
Only Marsh is separated, but that's just because of Marsh stuff.
Yeah, she's doing Marsh things.
As Blake comes back, Rain will nod at her and continue the conversation with Jay about what should our next step be? It seems like we're kind of waiting for our info, our sources to get back to us, but Marsh is not here. Where, and what do we do now?
Well, at some point we probably should let Evelina know our next steps, or let exasperated human whose name I forgot. Allison.
Allison. Oh, actually, the best part of last session was when Jay was trying to apologize for not having the wings and the underwear to Allison, and Allison not caring at all. That was the best part of last session.
So Jay senses that there's an opportunity here, so he says, by the way, this is not inner monologue. he says, yeah, it sounds like we're in a waiting pattern, you know, holding pattern. So it makes sense, Rain. Yeah, it makes sense. We should all probably go do our own thing and meet back closer to sunrise.
Rain lifts an eyebrow and he's like, all right, I get the cue. And he turns around, nods and turns around with his leather jacket and walks out of the Panera Bread.
Blake is just gonna kind of look at Jay and just go, any particular reason you're wanting to go off on your own?
Oh, it's not about being alone, Blake. It's about searching our souls for what the next step is while we wait for a sign. You know, we've all reached out to our contacts, you know, to try to make sense of everything, and I think we've been through so much together in such a short amount of time. I think Rain and Marsh have the right idea. I think we all just need a little space to sort it out on our own terms, you know?
Right. Fair enough. I'll go see if I can check in with Gladys.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, if you manage to find a phone you can use, you know, you have my number.
Don't we all have phones at this point? Like, we all have, like, flip phones?
Yeah.
Did everybody get like burners and stuff? So Jay's the only
we have.
Jay's the only one taking advantage of modern accessibility tools to have a smartphone.
Yes.
Hype. Okay.
Well, he was the one that had the money for it. I think the rest of us just got cheap burners.
Well,
I stole a phone, but I used 4 Intelligence 3 technology to hack the phone essentially.
Yeah, I stole it off the tech guy from the
Yeah.
Spanish Inquisition.
I'm sure that's not a problem. I'm sure carrying around a Spanish Inquisition.
This
Marsh also gave you Chad's phone, so it could be Chad's phone.
It could be Chad's phone. Yeah, maybe you managed to kit bash them. I don't know.
Well,
anyway,
Jay has a different AFK Journey account on each phone, and he's in his own guild. So you know what I'm saying? So, hashtag not sponsored. Anyways, okay, yeah. So now that he's laid down he waits to see how it goes.
Does Marsh let anybody know what the Marsh update is, or is Marsh just going it alone, not let anybody know what Marsh is doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he probably doesn't let them know right away, but on the first long stop sign or traffic light or whatever, he would quickly pull out his phone and send a text to Blake that basically just says, "Have to see the sommelier, still out for the night." And then after a brief pause, he would send one of the pictures of the house and just say, "Do you know this place?" Because he knows that she's worked in investigation and everything, wondering if this place has ever come up on the radar.
Scott, do I recognize this picture? On the tiny flip phone.
Yeah. We are going to allow dice to determine that.
The pixel potato.
Yeah.
You could use
for people. Well, for people who don't know, my mother still has a flip phone, so I know exactly what those pictures look like.
Oh no.
My father did for the longest time. He still has a flip phone, but it's a smart flip phone.
I don't think that'll ever
Those are
happen.
awful. Yeah.
Scott knows. Scott knows.
Anyways, I would say intelligence or wits, because what is your actual knowledge and what is your
Yeah.
quick thinking? Investigation, because that just represents, things you've worked out in the past.
All right. I'm gonna go with wits simply because I'm doing it's like off the top of my head. Does that work?
Yeah. That's
Or okay, and I've
Yeah,
got more points in it, so.
Well, I mean, that's not the reason you sell me on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason you sell me on it. You don't tell me that's the reason you do it.
But no, it really is like she's just gonna look at it and be like, do I know?
Three successes. Alright. 3 successes. Hold your pose, guys. 3 successes is a moderate success. Replacing a car's sound system, or walking a tightrope. Alright, walking a tightrope is not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, this house was, definitely very, very, Amityville horror kind of, vibe of this house. Murders many, many years ago. Abandoned. Constantly in like a bank foreclosure loop. Yeah.
I will probably text back. Famous haunted house. And then want backup for sommelier. Question mark.
His
And
first
if you don't-
response.
Well, I was gonna say if you don't immediately respond, she will assume you're driving and then just call you. But
No, he'll text. The first response to like the famous haunted house is just figures. But to the second part, he'll say he'll just say no because he's texting quickly. But his reasoning is that I believe the sommelier gave him special permission to come alone just because he's Nosferatu, so he can use the sewer system to get to the sommelier.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the dude has a restaurant you guys have all been to. I mean, it's not exactly private.
But didn't he say we can only make limited use of that as a group? And then he told Marsh he could come see the sommelier through the sewers.
Yes, those are all also factual. Just saying,
Yeah. Well, Marsh doesn't want to use up our goodwill with the sommelier if we don't need to.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Piss off the guy that seemingly knows everything.
Yeah.
I will let the group know this. I say, well, I guess that's where Marsh is. He says he doesn't want any sort of backup, so... Suppose let's meet up closer to dawn. We all have phones in case of trouble. You can tell Blake's a little uneasy, kind of I don't know if I trust these assholes. Which I'm sure they're also probably thinking the same thing about her, so, fair play.
As you're thinking about this is actually when an important thing happens. I say important as in something that was set up. A black Escalade rolls up in front of the Panera Bread. Coming out from the back seat is a young woman, blonde hair. I would say her outfit is Slytherin Catholic schoolgirl.
Whoa.
You had Blake's interest, now you have Blake's attention.
Hold on. Age check here. I mean, this was a school for teens. Is this just a cosplay situation, or?
You would recognize locally that the outfit actually is commonplace for a all Catholic university. So at least somebody who's at least 18, 19 years old, most likely, barring skipping education, blah blah blah. Scott's very rarely going to introduce anybody who's underage that we clearly labels as underage. To clarify,
yeah, for the sake of our sanity, she is an adult.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So Jay, the little J's inside Jay's head, they look out the eye hole windows of Jay's face, and they see Blake looking at Luna Lovegood Slytherin edition, and one of the little Jays says, "We'll have what she's having, waiter." And he stares over there also. But I guess he's inside waiting for someone to get off their shift, right? Because they just had this conversation, or are they in the middle of ending this conversation about splitting up when this person shows up? Like, what's the timing on that scene?
It's well timed.
Oh, so right as
It's like we're like right as it's like I guess we'll split up.
yeah, okay, Jay. I don't know why, but you convinced us that we should all split up, and no one suspects that you're gonna go on a date with your new human girlfriend, and then this car rolls up. Is that the timing of it?
Yep, that is 100% the
All right,
timing
so
of it.
one of the J's in Jay's mind says "son of a bitch," but that's okay.
Fair enough. The woman looks over at all of you because you're still together. She seems to recognize all of you, just the way she's looking. So, you lot, you're the ones I'm here to watch.
Here to watch.
Yeah, you guys fucked up or something? I'm here to babysit you.
Who sent you?
Evelyn.
It's like it's not like Blake's like who would send you. It's the
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. She sighs and just like Evelina. Obviously.
Right.
I'm just the babysitter. So what? I'm here to just give you a little guidance, help push you the right direction if you're lost. I'm here to assist. And by that, I'm just gonna watch you and laugh if you guys fuck up. So I'm just here to shadow you.
Wait, no, is she given a name or did she just say she's a babysitter?
She just calls herself the babysitter. She is not provided a name.
Do you have a name or?
Yes, I do.
Can we have that name?
No.
So you just want me to call you Baby, for short?
Sure.
Nice. Well, Baby, we were just about to split up, so unless there's 4 of you, you'll have to pick who you're gonna keep up with. Well, sorry, there's 5 of us, but I mean, that's debatable.
5 of you. I was given information on 4.
Yeah, the 5th one's very evasive. He looks over. Is Chad here? Or did he travel to Squeaky House?
Chad is actually stuck with you guys. He didn't actually travel with Marsh this time.
Yeah, like he kind of winks at Chad over her shoulder.
Oh, all right. Well, hold on. Let me check her stats. Actually, she might not notice.
Okay.
I guess they get to do some dice roll.
Is Chad trying to like spectrally neg the babysitter?
Oh my gosh! What 100%.
All right, Googling
100%.
Spectre Nig. Got to keep up with these young folk.
Yeah. Let's just roll this. That seems right.
Oh, jeez. Man,
Oh.
that's some classic narcissist behavior right there.
Mhm. Yep. She looks over. She like looks right in the spot where you wink. She screws her face a little bit. But doesn't seem to see what it is, but she knows something's off. Well, anyways, it's... So, how are you resolving this issue?
What issue?
The truck.
Currently waiting to hear back from. Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah. You
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm currently waiting to hear back from some of our contacts, which is where Marsh is at the moment.
Well, you know, Marsh, he's the old guy, so the rest of us just contacted our people, you know, using modern communication tools. But he did that thing, you know, like on the shows where they're like, I really need to talk to you. So they drive all the way across town to have like a 30-second scene with someone. He did that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
You know how they
He's
are.
the one that needs to see a dermatologist, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean...
Yes.
He's a little ashy, but I wouldn't say a dermatologist is necessary.
Listen, everybody needs to see a good dermatologist. Come on.
Truth. Yeah.
Well, maybe not him. Then she winks at Raid. Obviously.
Rain's quietly hanging out because I thought we had just left. I thought we split up.
You were about to. Like, you were about to split up and then the car pulled up. Alright.
Would Rain
Well.
have gotten a safe enough distance away that Rain could keep going, or does the sheer charismatic magnitude of the babysitter like keep him in this this particular avenue?
Her charisma is pretty high, actually. So, I think Raid would get the. I don't want to use the word presence because it's a mechanical thing, but
yeah.
you know, the sheer you know, as I said, magnitude of you know, personality. There we go. She does seem to be there. Listen, I don't care what you're doing. Just do something.
Let's say Rain slowly had gotten like half the block down, but that car pulled up and he turned around and slowly walked back because the babysitter came out.
Well, our current plan was actually to split up a bit. I assume that's not going to work for the supervisory angle.
No, not really, but I can deal with it.
There's a look on, like, I don't know how insightful the babysitter is, but she could tell that, like, that was not the answer Blake was hoping for, and she might have, like, cut her eyes towards Jay. Kind of like, she's a little sus, but she also, like, earlier she wasn't gonna fight with him. Like, if he wants to go off and do something nutty, that's fine. Says the woman who keeps voraciously eating people, you know.
Yeah.
Rain doesn't have to.
Oh, go ahead, Rain.
Oh, Rain doesn't have to go anywhere. He just Jay seemed very confident that he wanted to be alone, so Rain was like, "All right, man. Like, I'm just gonna go do my own thing." But seeing as we have shit happening, Rain doesn't want to leave Blake and Jay alone.
All right. Well. Yeah, you can do what you want to do, but it will make everything easier if we do stick together. And she's pretty insightful. And where were you all going to anyways?
Well, my plan was to meet up with another contact of mine.
And then she looks at the two boys.
Rain lifts one eyebrow. It's like, I was just going to catch up with some friends.
You have time to catch up with friends.
It's clear that we're waiting for some information about what happened. So this really is kind of out of my hands right now.
Yeah, exactly. The waiting game out of our hands.
What kind of proactive individuals are you? Waiting game. Find something to do while you're waiting for information.
Yeah. It's about mental health, work-life balance.
Mental health?
Mm-hmm. Listen, baby. I gotta be honest with you. I haven't been feeling 100%. And he knocks on the side of his head and it makes like a coconut, like cartoon sound effects. I haven't really been feeling 100% since I converted.
Yeah? Really? You're not feeling 100% correct. Alright.
Well, physically I think I'm doing great. I mean, there was that incident with the wings, but I mean, I'm getting better. Mentally though, I think I could really use the night off. I mean, it's just been nothing but pressure since day one. Hour one, we woke up in a meat locker. The Spanish Inquisition showed up. We were like having a gunfight in a van, and we had to go like gangland style murder a bunch of dudes in a warehouse. It's been a lot, you know. Vampire sex, eating people. There was a dominatrix lady. She broke my Game Boy. It was a vintage Game Boy. I mean, it's been really hard.
She her face is just 2 dots in a line.
I also have to spend a great deal of my mental acuity and my executive functioning making sure that I don't say all my inner monologues out loud. Do you know how he bites his lower lip, he turns away, blood tears welling in his eyes. He says, "It's just a lot, okay?"
Alright, well, time to toughen up, Buttercup, and fucking do your job.
That's very that's a little. This is making a toxic work environment. I'm just saying. This is why I'm self-employed and work from home.
Sounds like you're working for someone else right now. And I'm just here to make sure you stay on track. Think of me as like, you know, like your manager. The one who just kind of supervisor, looks over your
So
shoulder.
you're more like a shift lead.
Sure, if that's what helps you figure it out. Sure.
Rain will lean in. Rain will lean in on this and look at the babysitter straight in the eye and then go, "All right, boss. So what is it that we're supposed to be doing right now, then?"
Blake is like face palming in the background.
Okay, well let me explain to you. What you're supposed to be doing is finding the fucking truck that you lost. So go find it.
That's and he looks at Blake and Jay and yes, we've spoken to people. We have people working on that, and unless you have an idea of where we can go right now to look for that truck, or we could go to the police station if you'd like to accompany us and ask the police officers there. In a very sarcastic manner, because Rain is a criminal, so he doesn't want to go there.
Oh, by all means, if you have a contact there, sounds like it's a proactive move.
Well,
You
I
do.
did
That's
have
who
I did have an idea to find the truck, but I was gonna wait and see how everybody else's idea went first.
Listen, when we're brainstorming, there's no bad ideas.
Really?
Just stupid people.
Okay. I feel like you're setting me up to be a stupid person with an idea instead of just saying that my idea is stupid.
She just shrugs.
Alright, baby, listen. I have what's called internet clout. So what I was gonna do is I've been away from the old stream for a while. They're having to run reruns, you know, of my greatest hits. We're having to do guest streamers and stuff. But I thought about it. What if I went back and I did a stream, and in the stream I announced a scavenger hunt, and whichever viewer could find the things on the scavenger hunt first would win, I don't know, some prize. We'll figure that part out. And then that just means everybody is out there looking for the thing for us. And these people, they're big brains. I mean, these guys, I mean, trust me. Anybody that watches people play poker online, they've got an acute analytical mind. These people, they do like the geocaching for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna find this truck.
She takes all this in. So your plan for the missing truck,
yeah,
is to just post it out for the world to see.
Yeah, tell everybody about it.
How?
But there's a
maybe I was given wrong information.
No, it's hidden in a smoke screen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just gonna ask for that truck. I'm gonna ask for a bunch of stuff.
How well watched are you?
Oh, see how well watched is he? I mean,
I was kind of letting you run with that, so I'm fine with it. You know, this is a narrative game. You can say whatever you want. It has benefits and drawbacks depending on your choice. So like both ways.
Let me see. I'm gonna go to poker on Twitch. I'm gonna go to the top poker player on Twitch. Let's see who's the top. Can't believe this is a thing. Let's see. Who's got the most views right now? This was 270 views. That's pretty good. Alright. Cordy B. Alright. Cordy B. How many followers you got, Cordy B? 56 56,000 followers. That's how many he has. 56,000
Oh.
followers.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. All right.
Poker streamer, lover of flips, hater of pineapple pizza. Come chat on Discord.
There.
Cordy B. There you go. This is
Hmm.
basically word for word his profile. Nope.
Both me and the babysitter hate pineapple pizza, so so she just looks at you. Well, if you think you can do this without causing a scene, I would love to see how that plays out.
So I have permission to go back to my place?
Listen, you do you.
Oh, right.
You get in trouble, you let me know.
That's great. All right, it's been a good night. All right, you know what? I just left something inside the Panera. Bye. Okay. Oh, at this point
Yeah.
it would be midnight. Would the door have been locked by now? Or...
Yes, the door would be
All right,
locked.
then he'll turn around and he'll just smack into the door. Just...
Actually, I gotta something of import. I'm just gonna use passives in a way here because all of you guys, I think, due to your abilities and whatnot, all your awarenesses as like, or passive perception, so to speak, if we're to call it something, you realize that this woman has no reflection. It's just like a weird blur, whereas all you guys
Oh.
just show up.
Okay, so she's Dracula type.
Interesting.
Okay.
While the debate about the scavenger hunt was going on, could I have like sent a text to Gladys, the cart lady?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I assume when like we dropped her off with the big conspiracy theory stuff, she got a burner.
Fair enough. Yeah, you got the text. What are you texting?
Whatever we established as like the yo, can we meet up text. I assume
yeah,
the conspiracy theorist would require some sort of elaborate
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
like
the
time
bird
to
is in the
pigeons
tree,
park or something. You know?
Yeah.
I like when birds. Yeah.
So yeah, so basically, I want to see if it's time to feed the pigeons. Like, does she have time to feed the pigeons?
If you're looking to meet up with her, she is available.
Okay. Now, I don't necessarily want to go with our minder since Gladys was part of the food chain we disrupted.
Oh, wait, sorry, repeat that.
Well, Gladys is one of the people we freed from the truck.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily want to go with the babysitter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you want to find a way to shake her off? Well, if you guys are splitting up, she can only follow one of you, seemingly.
I'm gonna look at Jay, who just face planted into a glass door, and then look back at the babysitter and say, "One of my contacts got back to me. Can I go see if she has any information?"
Oh. If it's actually important, you think I should be there? And then she's kind of looking at the other two. Should I just hang out with the boys?
I think
Rain
I've got
will.
this one under control.
Before Blake says that, Rain wanted to nod and be like, "Did you want some company, Blake?"
Yeah. Rain and I could go.
He'll look at his flip phone and says, "I'm just waiting for my contact to get back to me, so I don't need to go into a Panera." And looks over at Jay.
And then we just skedaddle.
Monique actually walks up to the glass because Jay just walked into it, and she's looks at him, kind of starts to unlock it to talk to you, Jay, as Blake and Rain are about to head off, and the babysitter is watching you intently.
Okay.
All right. She unlocks the door, just oh, Jay, you okay?
Great. He turns very slowly and stiffly and stares at the babysitter.
Oh. Are you she looks, oh, sorry, we're closed. And it's like, no, I'm with him. And then she looks at Monique, looks at you, Jay.
Mhm.
Oh, you're with him? Like, you're with her?
Jay slowly turns back and looks at Monique and says, "She's a work friend.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed
this...
to have the night off, but apparently I don't."
Oh no, we have such hard work. And then she looks at the name tag, Monique. How it, and I just can't do it without Jay.
Monique, I haven't told anybody this yet, but I had to step away from streaming for a while. It's not a gambling addiction. There's no real drama. Don't believe anything you see. If it comes out that I have a secret love child, talk about callbacks, man. We only playing once every 3 weeks. There's a fucking callback on that shit. He says, but I need medical insurance, so I had to get a real job.
She's just flabbergasted. Like, what's going? Like, here now you're talking about like how apparently your boss is some like friggin' like college student. Looks like she just stepped out of fucking Hogwarts. And...
It's a viral marketing company. I can't say anything else right now, but apparently we have a thing across town. I'm really sorry. This is
like
this is my new number. And he kind of does the gesture like, hand me a phone and I'll put in the number. But then he remembers that he can't touch the phone screen, and he says, he delicately reaches towards the pens that every Panera employee would have on them.
Oh, no, I got this for you, Jay. And she grabs the phone, like, this is weird. It doesn't look like it. And Monique goes, why the fuck's my phone not working? And she's trying to figure it out. It's just not working now.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe pen and paper is the way to go. And then the babysitter touches your chest.
Listen. He's gonna reach into his wallet. He's gonna pull out some of his Monopoly money that he keeps in there, per my pre-generated character sheet, and he's going to write his new cell phone number on the piece of Monopoly money. He's gonna hand it to her, and he's gonna say, "We're gonna have a rain check. I'm very sorry. I gotta get you." What?
Yeah, once you figure all this out, let me know.
It's so crazy. It's just a lot. It's a lot of changes. A lot of things are going on.
Yeah.
All right. I'm really sorry.
Could be. 1 second. Sorry.
While this is happening, Rain, can we have like just been like, after we kind of booked it out, can we have like slowed down and I'm like using like my heightened senses and just like narrate? Like, I don't know if you also have that where you have like Spidey hearing, but I feel like we're just listening to this unfold. Like, oh my god.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. So yeah, Monique just kind of like walks in the thing and like she's kind of watches to see like Jay, this new woman who just popped out of nowhere. Well, that was delightful, Jay. Now it's time to do your work. And then she smiles.
Okay, well, we're headed back to my place. And using his eyes, they're darting like rapidly. He is on his phone with eye tracking, and he is getting an Uber to take them back to Casa de Jay.
Oh no, Jay, we can go back to your place in my car, she yells.
Wait, you have a car?
Yeah, she turns to the Escalade that had just pulled up. It's still sitting there.
Oh, I thought you just did like Uber Black or whatever.
And she looks at you just like, no, like...
Yeah, who owns a car in Boston?
A lot of people?
Vampires?
Are you even old enough to drive?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, did she actually drive it, or does she have a driver?
No, she had a driver. She goes in the back seat. She goes in the back seat. Now, there's no, like, dividing line or whatever. And when you get into the car, if you, look at the driver looks fucking identical to her.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she has an identical driver. To the fucking clothing, everything. But the driver is like, was like texting when you walked in, or not really walked in, but stepped in, stopped, and the babysitter's just like, whatever. Oh wait, yeah, your address.
Yeah. He tells the driver the address.
Driver punches it in and starts to head out.
Why is your twin
Alright.
sister driving your car?
Listen, we all need, we gotta get our things done. Don't worry about it.
Did you make your sister your ghoul?
That would be ridiculous. I would never do that. Right? And then like just from a front. Correct.
Wow.
Don't mention it.
I don't think I
Nice.
would. I don't think I'd ever want to mention that to anybody.
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
he
that's smart.
does my favorite thing to do in Cyberpunk 2077. He looks out the window while someone else drives him around.
Yep. Fair enough.
I have never sped through any of the sequences in that game. I sit and I enjoy I enjoy letting someone else drive me the fuck around. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a quick description of the ride. It's the driver's pretty smooth. But the babysitter here will just like give her instructions like, oh, like post this, do that, and like this person while driving is just like fucking like using phone, posting on fucking social media. It's bananas. But yep. And while that's going on, other people are doing things. All right. Let's see what exciting things. All right, so Blake or Ray, you guys, or you were going to go meet with the cart, the bag lady or whatever, cart lady.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's just stay on this Panera Bread map here. It's convenient. Everybody's here. You meet up in the park. It's down the street. Let me go get her, I guess. It'll just be easier to redrag her out than drag her. This map is slightly too big for my convenience. NPCs, mortals, Gladys. Bam. Gladys. She meets you. I think Sam, you got that, alright?
Yeah, I got that one.
So, yep. Gladys. She looks around. When she thinks that she sees you, she waits for whatever call sign you guys came up with. And you encounter one another.
Yeah, we go through the whole, like secret handshake and stuff. And just say, so I was hoping to not have to involve you in another mission so soon, to give you a break from everything that has happened, but it seems someone has foiled a bit of our plan. And then kind of info dump that, there's nobody knows about the truck. Like the cops don't know, nobody knows about the truck.
I knew they were coming for us. They're deep within. We gotta figure this out. Blake, we gotta figure this out, or whatever name you gave her.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. All right, we gotta figure this out, Jasmine.
Oh, I know. We're working on it. I didn't know if you had heard anything on the street.
Oh, no. But I can go to ground and try to figure it out for you. Like every other NPC in the world right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Sure, she also probably gives us a whole bunch of things like the squirrels were talking about UFOs or something, like, I don't know.
Oh, no, 100%. No. Like, this is a conspiracy, and you better watch where you live, and you might need to move, and yeah, no, she gives you the rundown of all the things you need to do. And she does say she thinks something suspicious is going on with that Panera Bread. People coming in and just robbing, just charged lemonade? What is that shit? I mean, you're in the park down the street, so.
Blake's actually gonna pause, look at Rain with this expression like, I don't want to, but you don't happen to know anything about the perpetrators, do you?
And Rain will actually get pretty serious. He'll harden his face and Blake, I wasn't even there. This is not the kind of jobs that I do. And he'll lean in and like whisper in her ear, and I asked my friend to look into this, but I don't deal with human trafficking.
Oh, sorry, I realized I made that a little bit confusing. She was asking Gladys, like, if she knew anything about the perps. It was more looking
Sorry.
looking at Rain like, I don't want to get involved in Jay's whatever, but I'm gonna be nice. That was the look. I wasn't clear. So, do you know anything about the 2 lemonade thieves? Gladys?
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. I thought you were talking to Rain.
Yeah, no, I've got that all confused, my bad.
Oh, alright. Well, the birds talk, as you know, and, yeah, just a couple, I think they undercover. They just kind of work out of a trailer, downtown, like, in the Wilson Stellar parts, in the Dorchester area. They got a little setup, and think they do meth, and that's what they want it for. Now I wouldn't know anything about that meth, though.
Of course not. She says, now wondering if Gladys isn't actually just 30 years old, having done that. Fair enough. Well, if you hear anything about the conspiracy or the lemonade, I don't think they're connected, but just in case.
Oh.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Be sure to stay safe, and if there are any others out here that you trust, you can bring them into the circle. But before you tell them anything, they gotta meet with us. Vet them.
No, I got you. I got you, Jasmine. I trust you, and I'll get you whatever I can get. And then she writes down the address to, where this inner city trailer is.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to have much of this truck situation that literally just happened just now. Like, 24 hours ago? Less than 24 hours ago?
Yeah, well, see, part of it's like, I wasn't exactly sure where Gladys had gone. Like, we kind of set her up, I want to say, like, in, like, some, like, no-tell motel or something, but, like, for all I knew, she had gone to a shelter, like, done, run into other people who might have heard things. That was why I figured it was worth asking her.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, after assuaging Gladys's other paranoias, Jasmine and Aladdin will take their leave.
Fantastic. I was wondering if that's where that was gonna go.
It's cause Rain's shirtless. I just.
I mean, fair.
Distraction.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So you got a little bit more information.
I do text Jay that we have a lead on the lemonade thieves.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. You could not hear my laughter. Yeah, he definitely grinded them AFK journey accounts while he's staring out the window on the Scar Trip. He sees your thing and he smiles. And he says, progress.
You say this aloud?
Yeah. And then
Oh.
his eyes, but then his eyes dart back out the window, and he doesn't say anything else about it.
Oh no, not even when she's like, "Oh, progress. What did you find?"
Oh, I don't want to get your hopes up. He just stares at the window.
Thing in the video game.
Oh, do you always disappoint girls this way?
Say what?
I leveled up.
Oh, do you always disappoint girls this way?
Oh no. I have lots of other ways I disappoint girls. Don't worry.
I bet. And then she tries, and then we don't have to do this. She tries to get you to dish on this Monique situation.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will need at least 3 successes to get past my DC.
Oh, okay. She's going to use persuasion manipulation.
Okay.
Hold on. Does she? What's this? What's her specialty on that? What the hell is the specialty that I? Because I forget.
I like how the storyteller just let me make up a DC. I didn't have to roll any dice. This is peak gameplay right here. This is what it's about.
You started. You started with, "I'm so glad I'm not running games too." Here's the DC Scottrick.
Yep. Let's see. I don't think she's gaslighting you, so she doesn't get to add a bonus die. All right. Oh, that's terrible.
You private roll.
Oh, I'm blinding roll. Hold on, let me reveal it.
Okay.
I think she'll spend a willpower.
Oh my god, it's so worth it. Okay.
If you knew the type of character she is.
She earned it. She spent the willpower for it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's one of those incredibly this car was made by the same company that made the elevator. So I guess it's just a really long car, right? So she will say, or he will say, what do you want to know?
Oh, what's I hope I didn't blow up your spot there. It seems like you were, a little into her. Her eyes gleam.
A couple of J's inside J Command Center are running around through filing cabinets. Blow up your spot. What is blow up your spot? I think that means cock blocking, but they don't say cock blocking anymore because nobody likes the word cock. So, okay. And he says, I mean, she's just one of my contacts. She knows a surprising amount of stuff. People come and go. It's a pretty busy place. And, she's something of an online gossip, you might say. So, just trying to hit her up for information. No big deal.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't cock block you then. And then it cuts to other people. Unless there was something else you wish to provide her for information.
I don't want to provide her with anything. I don't think Jay dislikes a character in this cafe more than he dislikes Baby.
Fair enough. Then I've done my job.
Wants to put her in the corner.
This is, I won't lie, babysitter might be the most Scott character ever. So, anyways, let's see. You guys are gonna go do what? I saw you guys posting a chat. Lemonade themes.
I mean, I didn't know if we wanted to check back in with Marsh or.
Oh, I am going to. I just want to know what you're doing next. Well, so I can let that background brain soup go.
Yeah. No, we figure because Jay's going off to do his recruit a bunch of people to do stuff for our thing that we can at least go help out his girlfriend a little.
Fair.
And Blake just wants to know why you would just steal this limited. She's just like, but why though?
All right. We are going to move to Marsh, go into the sommelier. Just because it's I won't lie, it's probably the most proactive thing that's happening right now. So don't worry, you guys will probably get information very quickly. Okay, so Marsh, you show up. You said you wanted to go through the sewers.
Yeah.
All right, you go to the sewers and provide whatever information was needed to get into the base. Sommelier meets you in his special room, where he will provide you with his delicious homemade rat blood wine if you want.
He'll nurse a glass just to be polite.
Alright, Mr. Marsh, I know that you're such a fan, and he pours it. You have brought me, what was, asked, correct?
I assume so. I don't make a habit of opening other people's packages.
I know. Set it on the table.
Appreciated. And then he looks at it. He has the eyes of a person who knows if his package has been opened already or not. I assume you did not open it because you didn't say you were going to at any point.
Nah, since he knew it was a book, he didn't pry too much.
Alright. He takes the book. He places it down next to him. Well, thank you, Mr. Marsh. This was not probably what you were hoping to do with your night, but we needed to make certain that you were right for the job at hand.
And who exactly is, we?
Those of us who find information to be the most important thing within the city.
So is this strictly a in-clan thing, or...?
Around here, I would say yes. In general, no, but we like to, as I said, keep it in clan. It's more reliable that way. And if there is any leaks or cracks, it's much easier to find and resolve when you don't have to go through the channels of different clan heads and whatnot. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you will do your job perfectly fine and don't need to know all the extra ins and outs.
Yeah, I was just curious. Doesn't really make a difference either way, but, here's the thing. Doing this whole little round trip to, the puppet's house and back kind of put me off on a job I was already supposed to do, so I was wondering if you could help me out a little bit with that, since I'm here, and it just so happens I need information.
Oh. A little quid pro quo, even though you were already, taking on this task to resolve outstanding debts.
Yeah, you could say it like that if you want.
How about this? You tell me what it is you're looking for. If it's something that I can assist you with, you can owe me a favor in the future. It will not be anything major. Something simple. I know what kind of individual you are and what your skill sets are. And it will be something within your purview.
So you're gonna want me to crack skulls later. I can probably do that.
It's, that's one way of putting it. I would like to say, handle matters in a way in which words are not the only solution. Or even the solution in general.
Marsh is gonna kind of smile a little bit, just amused. He kind of likes the Somali. But he's gonna say,
All right, you got a deal. But the thing I need to work out is, well, my coterie and we lost a truck. I'm sure you've heard something about it.
I may have heard whispers.
I was wondering if you had any idea what happened to it and where it might be now.
Where was it last left? And I assume you just tell him?
yeah.
Yeah, because I know we didn't, I didn't give you guys a specific. Well, fair enough. And, thinks about this for a second. I may have some information that would help assist along the way. I do not know where it ended up, per se, but I do know that falls under the jurisdiction of a particular officer by the name of Duncan Walsh. And Mr. Walsh has his own contacts within our community. And
Is he?
it was... Sorry?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, he was just saying I see. Like, he's just nodding. along, basically.
Okay. I thought you were asking a question. My bad. And if you can find out, because the price of additional information might be more than you are willing to trade at the moment, but who that individual works for, that information, I can't provide, but you know the individual that you might want to start looking with. Unless you are willing to sweeten the pot, and then I can just provide you a more direct lead.
Depends on the price. How valuable is this information?
Oh, I would say that this information is a major boon. One in which, if allegiances are stretched, you would have to side with my interests.
If allegiances are stretched, what exactly does that mean?
It means in a situation in which you are required to do something and I ask you not to do it, you will not do it. Or if I ask you to do it and you're not supposed to do it, you will do it. No questions asked, you will simply agree.
See, I don't necessarily hate that idea, except I don't know what your allegiances are.
And that right there is why the price is so high. Because I'm asking you for trust.
Now, trust is a valuable commodity, isn't it? Just... Are we talking a one-time thing, or from here on out?
It's a one-time thing, but it could snowball based off of things in the city. I'm not saying that it is a thing, or that there is even a thing brewing, just saying that if the time comes, it may be necessary.
Well, I trust that you have at least Clan Nosferatu's best interests at heart. So sure, I'll pay the tax.
Oh, delightful. Let me make a note. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys, to make a note. Well, what you are seeking is an entirely separate clan, who Mr. Wolf works for. They can be found at the local hospital. And he provides you with the specific hospital because there's like 8 billion of them. So, you know, like whichever the Mass General that's in the area. They are outside of both the Anarch and the Camarilla. They're just simply known as the Giovanni. They have interest in both the living and the dead. I am not saying that's where they are. I am just simply stating that is who the officer in the jurisdiction of what you are looking for works for.
Okay, Lily knowing what she knows about the Giovanni, would Marsh have any history with them, given his connections?
You might vaguely be aware that there could be some criminal enterprises with that particular family name, but it's Italian American kind of sound of stuff. So, there's most likely some criminal enterprises that you may have come into conflict with, not really knowing the full details of who that family is, or even all you would know is the name, kind of, and might have had to fight some meatheads a couple times.
Giovanni, why do I feel like I've heard that name before?
Oh, you most certainly have in your business, but that is not for me to get into, and it is worth other smaller favors.
The question was rhetorical.
But even rhetorical questions, sometimes there are things to be gleaned or gained.
I suppose so. One more thing before I stop taking up your time. Clan Nosferatu. First of all, I assume you know what was in that truck.
I have my suspicions based on the interests of those who you interact with.
If I were to provide the information of what was in that truck, would you be able to provide the information of what Clan Nosferatu thinks of such dealings?
Oh, I would say that is a fair exchange.
All right. The truck was full of blood bags, and I'm not talking like a few people here or there. I'm not talking like a gang of scumbags who have it coming. Just a bunch of poor bastards who were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Homeless people, drifters, cart ladies, that sort of thing. And there were dozens of them at least. And I was still gonna do my job, but after figuring that out, I got a little uncomfortable making that delivery. I was wondering what clan politics would say about that sort of thing.
Thank you for confirming that information, good sir. Now, Mr. Marsh, that is a tricky political divide right now in the city, as well as very complicated outside of the city. This kind of thing is done, and primarily done by one faction or group that doesn't. However, lately, other interests have found it to be the future, a way to avoid causing issues and drawing attention to the city itself. Those who people will not miss, they go missing. The thought is, and I am presenting all of this to you in a neutral way, and then I will give you my personal opinion at the end. The thought is that if these individuals who have a terrible life, well, you know how intoxicating the kiss is for the one whom you are interacting with. It is thought that we are providing a better life for them through this method, or at least that is what people claim. And even the Anarchs are seemingly for it. At least some of them. Because, again, doesn't draw attention and it can work within their purviews. Now, others, of course, say that, who are we to decide what entire segments of the population, instead of, there's also, of course, doing it the old ways. There's a lot of questions, concerns about the choice. My thought is, there may be better ways to handle it, but I am not one to argue with those above me in station. And I can't say that I knew for certain of the situation, meaning that there are some who did not want me to know this, but you providing this information to me, well, it gives me something that I can delve deeper into, and that is appreciated, Mr. Marsh.
Don't mention it, but thank you for giving me the rundown. As I find out more, I might get back to you on some of this, and maybe we could figure out a way to satisfy all parties, even if they don't necessarily know it.
Nothing would please me more. Peace within the city is something that I delight in. There's nothing to be gained when everything is in chaos, unless you are just looking for solely profit. I am looking to not draw attention. So, any other questions or things you're looking for before you leave, Mr. Marsh?
Nah, I think that about does it, but I learned a lot, and I think you and I are gonna have a fruitful partnership in the future.
And Marsh will stand up and offer him a handshake.
Oh yes, he will take your hand, he will shake it like a professional. And I just want to offer you a friendly piece of advice. when you're being followed by shadows, keep your lips shut. And then he just kind of like disappears without following up on that.
Marsh is just saying this to himself. He's gonna say,
Cryptic, but it was free of charge, so I can't complain.
and he's gonna walk out.
Fair enough. I will drag you over to the Panera Bread map, which is now our home base. Apparently, just for convenience sake.
Yeah. Oh, on his way out, he will text Blake and say, "Got a lead. We'll update in person. Ready to meet up when you are."
Right, was this happening roughly at the same time? Like, I assume we were meeting up with Gladys and everything.
That's fine. We're playing a little wibbly wobbly here because kind of like you guys started splitting up, and I'm not keeping track of all that. Like, you know, it's convenient. You guys have hours of time before the dawn, so you're good.
All right. Well, I mean, because like we could just like meet at the park or like somewhere nearby, or closer to wherever Jay and Silent Bob are.
Yeah. I mean, it's the city at night. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
there's
it probably makes
literally
sense.
Nobody on the streets.
Yeah, to meet closer to where we're gonna go investigate.
Fair enough.
So yeah, Blake
Alright.
Blake will say like, "Yo, meet us here, like somewhere that isn't super sus or super close to the trailer we're checking out."
Yeah, like some like McDonald's or some shit
Yeah.
like that's nearby. Yep. Fair enough. Alright. I'm curious to see what Jay's streaming and whatnot. So let's go to the setup. I got a location, I guess. So let's move over. The vehicle pulls up outside of your place, Jay. Here, we'll move you over. This'll work for now. I'll set it up better later. Alright. Describe your place to us, Jay.
Oh, well, Jay really likes monochrome, modern living. So, black, white, gray, very subtle pops of color. It helps them stay grounded, you know? So, it's just a big open loft apartment. And, he has like an office area for like streaming that is sort of in this back area so that there's walls for like sound control and all that jazz.
Let me swap these then.
What? Oh, okay.
It's gonna bother me. I won't lie.
Okay.
It's the thing.
Alright.
I was looking at it and I hated it anyway, so I had it set up.
Okay. Well, yeah, so it's like, you know, it's a decent apartment. There's no, like, you know, security guard out front or anything, but it is like a lobby that you have to have, like, the, you know, password to get into and, you know, all that jazz. Elevator you need a key for, that sort of thing.
Alright. The babysitter looks at you and says, like, when you pull up, or, you know, it's like, you inviting me in, or am I just sitting in here?
Oh, is that a thing that Dracula's can actually, you have to, man, that's rough. No,
Did you just drop the D word?
Madam Baby, would you like to come into my house?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, is your sister gonna come too?
She thinks about this. Now she can stay in the car.
Oh, alright. I won't be able to tell anybody I had twins over. It's a shame. Okay, let's head upstairs. I've been brainstorming on the way over. I think I got a pretty good angle for this.
Okay.
Alright, so he goes in, he looks around the apartment. A lot of people would think that Jay would look at this apartment and he would be like, oh, my human life was so empty and bland. But he doesn't. He looks around the apartment longingly, like, dang, This was I had a pretty good life. He sees that all of his plants are probably dying at this point. That makes him a little sad. And then he, yeah, I guess he just heads to the thing because, you know, on the clock. All right. So, he boots everything up. He does the thing that real streamers do, where you say that you're going to stream, and then you leave a stream starting soon thing up for like 10 to 15 minutes, with licensed music playing in the background. And apparently people like eat that shit up, and like he waits until there's enough people in chat to make it like worth it to actually start.
Fair enough. I
Okay.
actually hate everything you just described, but people love it, so.
All right, fair enough. What? He out of curiosity, he aims the camera so that it would catch baby. Does
She intentionally moves out of the way. Anytime you try to put any type of camera or anything to her, so you figured out how to water her away.
Okay.
Like, you just...
Well, he explains. He's like, well, I have 7 cameras in here to catch different angles. So you gonna be okay in here?
I'll wait outside.
Okay, please don't snoop around through my personal products and unmentionables.
I would never.
I think you would.
I probably would.
But now, when you do, you'll remember this conversation, and hopefully, a little bit of that Catholic guilt come after you.
Sure. She just sure.
All right.
And then she goes through all your shit while you're good.
Jay assumes that a vampire in Boston with Dracula tendencies has to have been Catholic at some point in their life, and that's a kind of character flaw you can never get rid of.
I mean, she literally has a literal Catholic university outfit on, like an official one. So,
all right, well, you know what? He doesn't have faith in God. He does have faith in Catholic guilt, so he knows that she's at least taking some psychic damage while she's been going through his stuff. All right, he boots it up and he says, "Hey everybody, I've been away. Rumors abound, but I'm going to put some of them to rest. Yes, I was invited to a secret international poker tournament overseas. Yes, I did go and attend. Yes, I did come out on top. But I made some contacts there, and they actually have me working on some very cool stuff that I'm in an NDA for right now. So unfortunately, I am having to step back from constantly streaming. I hope you can forgive me. To make it a little bit better, I thought I would share the wealth. So, I'm taking some of that prize money, and I am putting together a game. Not a poker game, but something a bit more interactive. I'm going to call it Counting Cars, the Boston Scavenger Hunt. Huh? Alright, so, the first person to post up these 10 selfies is gonna win a luxury getaway for 2, 5-star hotel, private tour of the city, and when you get home from your trip, waiting in your driveway, brand new classic car. Sounds pretty good. So, let's get to the details, not of the prizes, but of the contest. First item on the list, clock tower. Seems pretty easy. Just go hit up the clock tower and make sure it's got a, real funny time on it. Bonus points for that. The closer you can get to the face of the clock, the more points you score. License plate with at least 3 7s in it. A building address with 1, 2, 3. A digital clock, which, just says 12:34. No big deal there. Mile marker number 5. A sports jersey with the number 33 on it. A historical marker with the year ending in 0. Speed limit sign of 20. If you can, maybe steal the sign and take your selfie somewhere else, bonus points. Parking meter number 18. And just, you know, pulling this one out of my ass with a random number generator. A truck trailer with the VIN number 1FMCU0G65NUB81782. Yeah, I'll post all that up, and you guys go ahead and grab them selfies. I know some of them are going to be easier than others, but I think everyone's going to have a great time. And the prizes, let me tell you. Oh, the city of Nepal in spring. Oh, did I say the name of the city? Maybe that was it. I don't know. Surprise prizes, you know what I mean? So, if you have any questions, hit up my moderators. I got a few minutes. You wanted to talk and chat? We could catch up, see what's going on, and then, unfortunately, I got to get back to the grind. And I hope that all of you are out there with a heavy hand and a poker face. Anyways, then he launches into his whole stream thing and blah 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 blah. Hashtag counting cars Boston. You know, and then all the rules and regulations and whatnot. And then pro tips like, you know, planning your route in advance. Be safe. We can't be liable for anybody falling off of clock towers or getting hit by cars. Don't go places you shouldn't be. Wink. And things like that. With links to like how to use, you know, bike lock, chain, you know, snips and all that kind of stuff. And, yeah. All right.
Fair. All right. Amazing.
I'm dying laughing on
I was
rear.
I was on mute and I'm just like, somebody came downstairs like, are you okay? You did not hear the same laughter from the other room.
Ah, okay.
You just hear a heavy sigh, a Daria level sigh.
All right, and then I guess he'll stay on stream a long time, knowing that she can't come in with all the cameras on.
That is fair.
Oh, is there any way, because, like, he's actually not doing so well financially right now, is there any way that he can, like, panhandle money from his viewers? You know how, like, streamers do, where they're just like, hey, you know, my dog ate a scorpion that had a gun and it shot him with poison bullets in the stomach, and we have to go to the animal hospital, and, you know, like, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it sounds like technology manipulation.
Oh, okay, cool. So he will roll a technology manipulation to try to get some funds, because he's actually not doing so good since the person that screwed him over also apparently took a lot of his money. Alright, so...
And Blake took everything out of his wallet.
Yeah. He's trying, like, in this moment, and he hates himself for this, because he's not about panhandling from his viewers, but in this moment, he is channeling the spirit of internet goddess Amaranth. Like, he wants that level of panhandling, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what he's going for. Alright, so let's see. You said manipulation technology?
Yeah.
Alright, manipulation plus technology. Oh, I do technology first. There we go. Technology plus manipulation. There we go. Is there any disciplines I can add to that? Let me see. Heightened senses, sense the unseen, cloud memory. Probably not through the computer. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And then he'll go for it.
Okay. Do you believe these break any of your, like, convictions? Never cheat or never forget where you came from.
Oh, shit. Alright. You know what? Then he's not going to make up any sad stories. He's going to tell everyone the truth. And he's going to say, hey, real talk. I want a lot of money, but also I kind of got screwed by this new contract. I can't talk about the details because of the NDA, but a lot of my funds, they're locked up right now. The company, they approved the prize pool for this this little scavenger hunt thing, because I told them it was important to me that I still give back to the community that got me here, but I mean, if anybody could spare anything, it would help right now. Alright, he'll put it out there.
See that roll. Yep.
Alright, here we go.
And if you want to, you can always boost the roll. Oh, holy shit! So there's nothing Americans love more than socialism for wealthy people. So you get tons of support.
God. Yeah. Like a certain Kardashian begging her fans to help her be the third richest woman in the world or something. So
right.
Yeah.
Like you sound
Guys,
like
I'm
you're a wealthy
so
person.
close. Every dollar helps. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's there's nothing Americans love more than socialism for the rich. So
All right.
you sound like you're wealthy and you're going through a hard time, and we can't have that. So you do exceedingly well. I believe this is like convincing a cop that it's not your cocaine level.
Nice.
Yep. So the money you will temporarily have access to funds necessary.
Oh, nice.
Listening to your bullshit on the other side of the door, so you actually get green plus signs because this individual thinks it's hilarious that you're a horrible monster.
What? I adjusted my horrible monster activity to be well within my personal morality code.
Oh no, you can, yeah, but she can think you're a monster.
Fair,
you don't have
fair.
to think it.
Oh, you mean like I manipulated her into thinking I still had a lot of money and was just trying to get more money?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Then yeah, I mean, unless there's more, that's pretty much the scene.
Yeah, you are now followed by someone called Vanderbaby. I don't know what that's all about.
And he's gonna try and keep her here as long as possible so that he can buy his friends time without her.
Fair enough. She thinks that you are the least competent member of your team just based off of initial interactions, so she's probably going to watch you the most.
Nice. And once again, a fly falls into the trap of Spider J.
That sounds like a spin-off series. Spider J.
Weirdest
well,
Into the Spider-Verse cameo in
the movie. Eddie, I assume your goal just keep her tied up while they go and do other things, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's actually gonna have a real talk segment where he's gonna talk about this girl he met that he's really into, and they just met, and he hopes things aren't moving too fast, but and then he's basically going to lead up to this huge reveal of this girl that he's fallen hard for, and it's just babysitter.
Fair enough. We can resolve whether or not she believes your bullshit later.
Now, he's so busy trying to spite the babysitter that he doesn't consider that Monique might be watching this stream.
The GM had already made it.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Jay. Alright.
Yeah. Alright. While that is happening, it sounds like Raid and Blake are on their way to meet up at the McDonald's. Or you are at the McDonald's listening to the stream.
Waiting for... Yeah, well, that's what I asked in Discord. It's like, as we're waiting for Marsh to show up, just one of, Jay's fans just happens to be in the McDonald's, and it's one of those douches that, doesn't wear earbuds when, listening to a stream or something in public.
Oh,
what
are the serendipitous odds that of the 56,000 subscribers in the world, one of them is at the McDonald's listening?
100%.
All right.
And I'm just this is a storytelling game.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
I asked a question and Scott said yes and. So I'm just imagining. At first, Blake's like, "Oh my god!" When it's just the music and everything, she's like, "Oh, why won't they stop?" And then Jay comes on, and she just looks at Rain like, "What the fuck? It's happening!" And it's one point was trying to figure out how to convince this person to start the money train, and then realize if he doesn't need to, and is just standing there slack jawed, just watching ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's Jay is pulling in all this money. There might be green plus signs over her head and maybe a little bit of hard eyes.
Man,
but also
better women in your life.
Excuse you. But no, I mean it's more just maybe I misunderestimated. You know what? Maybe I underestimated this kid. But whenever Marsh shows up, obviously it's business time.
Rain, while you're watching that, Rain leans in and he's like, "You can stream on your flip phone?" And he'll try to pull out his phone to try.
Oh no, this is like somebody else, like at the McDonald's. Like we can't do it on our
Oh,
phones.
the McDonald's one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Rain doesn't
you're
approving
doing
nod.
that awkward, like, kind of like side eye over the like over this, over their shoulder,
Over the
like,
booth, or like the booth or whatever. Like,
nice.
We're standing behind the wall in the booth, and then we're just watching what they're watching.
I mean, like Blake will flirt their way out of it if the person like feels creeped out.
Fair enough. If you're the person at a McDonald's at 1 o'clock in the morning who is watching a stream, I feel like it's fine if people are watching over you. That's just my thought. Here, we have a McDonald's now. From East Boston, apparently. At least that's what it said.
And I just I want to thank. We probably leave, Marsh probably arrives before Jay starts launching into the real talk thing. But if Blake does hear it, I want her to think that maybe she's the girl until the reveal.
Oh wait, you hold on. You said that Blake misinterpreted what Jay was saying, but thought it was about her?
Or at least in the beginning. Because we do have that weird bond, blood bond thing.
I have a question narratively, Storyteller. Does something happen that makes it impossible for Blake to find out the final reveal of who the girl is? They only have the first part to go off of?
Please say yes.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Was Blake brought up the possibility of, until it's no, you don't find that. Then that's when the dude realizes that you're watching. It's hey, what the fuck?
Or Marsh shows up and is I don't want to know. Well, no, it's he texts that he's here because he can't just walk into a McDonald's looking like his Nosferatu ass.
Yeah, he's like leaning up on a wall of like the side of the building.
I mean,
probably
a McDonald's at 2 a.m. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Honestly, my thought was Marsh went into the McDonald's, and that's when the guy noticed you guys were watching, because now Marsh is looming over. Sees Marsh, jumps, drops his phone, turns into a thing. But like, you know, you just have unfortunate dermatology, so like, you know, it's fine. Like, he's not gonna call you out on it.
Well, Marsh would have like.
Blake will just like, don't be
ableist.
ableist. Don't be ableist.
Oh, well, then go ahead and make that rouse check if you're gonna do that. Then.
Blake absolutely did not, because she has had bad luck with that, so she's just gonna be pale, and if anyone asks, she's a goth.
Fair. Did Rain? Or are you just goth Aladdin? Rain? Seb?
Sorry, what was that? I totally missed.
Oh, do you have the blush of life up in McDonald's, or are you...
Oh, no, I should definitely do that,
Or are you goth Aladdin?
No, definitely not goth Aladdin.
Okay. Well, we've got goth Jasmine. You guys are both fine. You know, you're not hungrier.
Rain gets an order of fries just to blend in while we watch Jace stream.
You get fries, huh? Just to pretend to eat, right?
That's it. I mean, he's not eating them, but he's watching.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, we could always give them to the guy like, who was streaming as like an apology, like, here, have some fries.
He knocked his fries over. Yeah, fair enough. So
Marsh, when he comes in, is gonna order like a water cup and do like the get soda anyways trick, even though he's not gonna drink it.
Damn. You're gonna put these hardworking McDonald's owners out of business with this kind of attitude. This is why our prices are so high. This is why our prices are so high. That's the guy with the stream is thinking.
Marsh is a street thug mafioso type guy. He's just force of habit doing the hustle.
I approve. All right, so you guys meet up. You're down the street from
the trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay's is wrapping up a stream where he's talking about this new special someone in his life.
Yeah. Even though the guy dropped his phone, I assume I still like saw Jay on the screen for a second and heard his voice. So Marsh
we'd tell you.
Yeah, so Marsh would be like,
"What the fuck is he doing on camera?"
Oh, did Jay flush up before he did it?
That is a question I was thinking too. But truth be told, I mean, I'm
It
pretty
probably
sure.
wouldn't.
Yeah, it
Up there.
probably wouldn't matter. He's been
Yeah, that's
listen.
something.
He's been working hard with that NDA. He's getting beat down. He's on dual travel.
Maybe-
The people who follow him.
That
understand.
probably was
Maybe
part of,
that's
that was
helped,
part of
like, the
that was
money.
the 5
They were like-
success was because of like he looks so dead.
Maybe they're like, like, what if it's like not actually a secret project and he like has some sort of medical illness or something?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
A blood disease.
Oh man.
people are setting up like GoFundMe's.
Oh my god.
Blake will just say he's setting up a scavenger hunt and just raised a shit ton of money.
Scavenger hunt.
She has the list of all the items she wrote down in her boot note.
Sorry, I'm just laughing.
Yeah, hashtag pray for Jay. It's trending. It's trending right now.
What hashtag counting cars Boston is trending?
Yeah. Pray for
Pray
Jay.
for Jay.
But yeah, I was just gonna say,
Well, I can't complain about the money. Hopefully nobody who goes looking for that truck gets too close to it. But, in the meantime, what have you two been up to?
We're going to talk to Gladys. She's going to keep an ear out and maybe get us a few more informants. Did get a lead on the lemonade thieves at Panera. And then realize you have not heard about that.
yeah,
I
March
didn't
like,
tell you about it.
yeah, like March initially like slow blinked and was about to ask what the fuck does that have to do with anything, but then he'd be like,
Jay works at a Panera Bread.
No, I think he has a sweetheart at a Panera Bread. He probably just went there to, like, be around people and social. Why does Jay do what he does? We don't know. Point is, apparently it really shook up his whatever Monique is, and he did just raise us a lot of money, so I figure just get why steal them? I mean, I get why people wanted it, but like, just why?
I
And
feel
while
like
we're waiting for everything else, and because Daria wanted us to keep busy, then I realize you don't know who Daria is. So now I explain the babysitter.
Marsh is out of the loop completely.
what the fuck? We got a babysitter.
Well, Jay has a babysitter right now. Anyway, point is, since we're supposed to be looking busy, we might as well at least check this out while the rest of our contacts are looking for information.
Well, I think we got enough on our plate because the sommelier came through and gave us a good lead.
and he will info dump his own stuff about the Giovanni and the hospital and the crooked cop. Obviously, keeping his tone very quiet and keeping an eye on to make sure nobody's eavesdropping.
Indeed.
Perhaps that might be better served when all four of us are all together.
Yeah, but I assume you take notes.
Oh, yeah. But she meant as far as, like, us doing anything about it. So, like, not right now, because, like, Jay's, like, grifting and dying of blood. He says, well, while we do that, look, we're going to check out this lemonade story. I cannot stand it. I have to know.
All right. But we're not gonna
Thank you, Marshy.
Don't call me that. And we're not gonna get too deep into it. As soon as Jay gets back, we're back on the real job before Evelina gets down our throats again.
Blake thinks about the various ways Evelina could get down her throat. Then snaps out of it and says, fair enough.
I imagine Marsh actually like started snapping his fingers in front of her when he saw the daydreaming.
All right, let's get this.
She
over.
sighs, and you just hear her whisper, Sarah. And then, like, sends a text to Jay. I don't know if Jay is, like, checking his text messages while streaming, but basically met up with Marth, got a lead on that, checking out Lemon Bros. Let us know when you're done. And we go with the trailer.
Does Jay respond in his fortress of solitude away from the babysitter? Because you figured out how to keep her away? Doesn't sound like it.
What?
Perfect.
No, I mean,
That's a-
I'll just, yeah, I mean, I think he would definitely have the phone forwarding to his computer, so he would see the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you respond at all?
Oh, yeah. He would respond and say, I've got the babysitter locked down tight. What's your status?
I'm trying to think of how much info like Blake would give like over text, but probably like Marsh got a lead on the thing, and then probably like waiting for you.
Oh, okay. He would say, if you get me, you get the babysitter. You want me to sit this one out and keep her busy?
I look over to Marsh and Rain.
Well, I think
Yeah.
we can handle the babysitter. I've got a plan for how to circumvent actually delivering these people.
Rain nods. He agrees it's a tough situation, but what Marshy said.
Don't call me that.
And you see a little wicked smile come out of Rain's lips.
Blake will text back. Babysitter's cool for this.
Oh?
Do you want to go do you want to go with us to check out Lemon Bros? Yes or no?
He says, yeah. Tell me where to be at.
Okay, I would tell him the McDonald's.
Okay. Then, yeah, he would wrap up the stream and tell, Baby that, they have a lead.
Oh. Fantastic. Well then...
He didn't say the lead is about lemonade, but he will say that they have a lead.
Well, we technically have a lead for both. We do have a
Well,
lead
I know,
for both.
but he's the tell her the lead for lemonade. So.
Gotcha.
Hey, by the way, is Jay's fan still gonna be hanging out in the McDonald's when Jay? I just realized that.
I feel like they'd probably be moving on by this point with oh, you got all these
Marsh
weirdos,
probably scared the crap out of him.
three
Yeah.
weirdos fucking in this McDonald's. No, he doesn't feel safe around you three.
We get our own booth.
Your own section of the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Then when people walk in, they look into your corner, they're like, nope, not this fucking place.
We have only a half-eaten medium fries in the middle of the table.
Oh, and Marsh's water cup full of Diet Coke, and my soul dies a little bit when I say this, but Marsh is going to take the Coke out, and then as soon as he gets outside, he's going to toss the Coke out and then litter, because that's something Marsh would do.
Dang.
The entire time, Blake was just looking wistfully at the Diet Coke.
That's how you know our characters are edgy badasses.
Littering. Fair. Alright. So, Jay, I guess, the babysitters, well, are we, so everybody's together? We just all meeting back up? Is that what's going on?
At the McDonald's, yep.
Do you tell her it's a McDonald's? You give her hey, let's go to the place? Yeah. Okay. Alright, she's just of course McDonald's. Alright, whatever. Then she
I mean, honestly, I can't believe there's any McDonald's open, 2:30 in the morning after, this is after pandemic, right? This is,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, after COVID.
No. We still have 24-hour fast food places around here.
Same here.
Yeah.
So you get into her car, she drives, she does not seem to have any interest in talking to you directly.
Oh, okay, fair.
And eventually meets up. She's like, I'll wait in the car and just get them here, and then whatever the next step is, we'll go from there. I'm sure you can handle this.
Yeah, okay. I'll try my best to walk into a building, talk to 3 people, and then come back out of the building.
Yeah, I'm putting gambling a lot here, but I think you can do it.
So you like to gamble?
It's not really gambling when I play.
Oh. Yeah, I hear that a lot. And he has a shit-eating smile on his face, like, he hears it a lot, ... and then those people get rolled for everything they got. So he heads inside.
Alright, you go inside. You guys are you have met up. You're all together again.
Reunited the party, bro. You did it.
Yeah. Woo! Scott's like, fine, checks watch at the end of the session.
It's fine, it's fine. You got 45 minutes.
2 hours and a DM NPC later, you have reunited the party.
Well, honestly, the NPC is probably causing you guys more separation than if she weren't there, so...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you would definitely notice that Blake is like giving you a really big smile,
Oh.
and it's just like that. So apparently one of your fans was in here earlier. Rain and I got to see part of the stream. Good job.
Oh, hey, yeah, I don't really think of them as fans. They're community, you know?
She gives you a look like, that's adorable. But she doesn't say anything.
Rain just pats you in the back. Good job, bud.
Yeah, so baby's outside, waiting in the car. I guess she's allergic to McDonald's or something. She looked really sick when we were driving up to it.
Alright,
It's not exactly a classy establishment, but
yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled about being here.
Rain's offended. I loved McDonald's. What are you guys talking about?
I never said anything. It was bad. I just said it's not classy, and a lot of these Kindred seem to like to keep up appearances.
Has anybody eaten
Yes,
these fries?
yes, we do. Oh god, no.
Okay.
No.
I don't think Jay has the ability to eat food yet. Does he? At his humanity?
You haven't bought it yet. Well, no, it's I don't like. It's not a humanity. Like it's actually like a feature you can purchase.
Oh yeah, and we
I think it's
we haven't
2
leveled
dots.
up, right?
Well, you guys, no, there's not levels. You just spend experience points, but you still have like 7 points to spend that
Oh.
you never spent. You could theoretically just spend them right now. I think it's 2 points, and you can just eat food now.
Yes, I will spend those 2 points. I've been practicing in secret eating food. So
I actually have all of these available, like in the
Nice.
game. Advantages, feeding, or something. I don't know where they are. I'll find them. I'll find
Okay.
the one. Is it Mythic?
foodie.
Mythic, eat food. There's a gross, like, looking hot dog with mustard or something. Here you go. You now are the possessor of it.
Some vampires have super speed. Some vampires sparkle in the sunlight. Jay can eat French fries. This is how you know. This is how you know you've gotten strong. All right.
Rain is so jealous.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
and then Jay says it's missing something, and he buys a 99-cent soft serve to dip the French fries in because he's that kind of guy.
Blake cries a little.
Oh no, this is 2 o'clock in the morning. That machine's broken.
Oh yeah, true.
All right, wait.
Excellent.
Hold on.
Good.
Can I attempt manipulation technology to tell them that he knows that it's not really broken, and can they just make him one anyways?
How's it? Oh, because you understand that it's not really broken. Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your favorite.
It's just a technique that they use when they don't feel like dealing with that aspect of the menu.
Listen, I'm very well aware of that. Why do you think I said what I said?
Alright, here we go. Technology, manipulation. He will use vampire powers if necessary to get his ice cream. All right, here we go.
If you call it a Frosty, the ice cream machine is definitely broken.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, can I re-roll with willpower? I know
Yeah,
we're probably
absolutely.
going into a combat scenario, so I want to make sure I fuck myself up beforehand. Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right.
All right, 3 successes for sure. That's like walking a tightrope. I think that's on the same level, getting fast food workers to do their jobs. When it's just late, I work to do a fast food, so I am making fun of myself. Yeah, they're like, were you just on a stream? Like we heard, like that's your voice. We recognize that, and then, like you use technology celebrity to get your way.
Fair enough.
And they give you the Frosty.
Oh, he definitely plays it like this isn't me trying to take advantage of you. This is me understanding that the broken Frosty machine is an ancient and sacred technique in the fast food world, and I respect that. And I'm not asking you to quote unquote fix the machine for everyone else, but if you give me a little bit of ice cream out of the machine.
Yeah, no. Oh man, we just managed to get one more out. Any of your friends need anything?
No, they're on diets actually.
Oh my god.
They're all on keto.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
McDonald's.
It's just liquid proteins right now for them.
Oh, that sounds miserable.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Blake in the background. It is.
I'm on a juice cleanse.
yeah, you are.
All right. Now you have your Frosty. The
All
gauge
right.
together. The babysitter's got a car where she can drive you to places.
All right. I'm gonna slowly eat my French fries and ice cream in front of Baby, because he imagines that that's something that Dracula would really dislike. So.
She is disgusted by everything you are doing right now.
Blake is trying really hard, like not to like whimper. Like every time you like eat a fry, like she's just like, oh.
Rain purposely sits several seats away from Jay because he's envious about how he's enjoying food right now.
Fair enough.
He's doing the look his picture is doing right now. Oh, he stares at Jay.
Hold on.
Damn.
Side eye. But,
This motherfucker.
Marsh would probably sit next to the babysitter if possible, just to kind of introduce himself.
Nice.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, when you enter, she looks at you and your unfortunate dermatology. Is like, you're Marsh.
And you're the babysitter.
That's what I'm here for.
He would still offer his hand for a handshake, because professional.
She is also a professional, so she will shake your hand. It's not the best handshake, but she does her job. So, are you the one that keeps this show running? Like,
I do what I can.
And he kind of looks over at Jay when he says that.
Would argue, but she's too busy watching Jay eat fries.
Trust me, I get it. Actually, being a competent adult, I don't think they really do that anymore. I just think everybody fucking just plays around, thinks it's whatever. And then she immediately tells her driver, who looks identical to her, to post something on a social media to take a selfie while the lady's driving. And then she says, no, not that angle, you get a different one, because that wouldn't make me look good.
Marsh was probably about to respond to her comments with something like,
Yeah, this generation.
but seeing that, he just kind of like...
Fucking priorities, right?
And nobody wants to put in any honest work anymore.
Says the gangster.
Right, exactly. So you get it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you are the only likable one in your group. But you're adorable. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Blake also helps me with the management side of things, so I'd give her some props too.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure. It sounds like you guys all got some leads or whatever. We're gonna go. You guys are doing your jobs, or you're doing a side thing? What are you doing?
We're doing
Are you doing?
we're doing a quick favor for a friend of Jay's, and then we're gonna get on to work. I got a
Oh.
good lead from the sommelier.
Oh, is this a favor for Monique?
I'm not entirely sure. I was just brought up to speed on this one.
Blake nods.
Mm-hmm. Noted. She
Yeah,
does
so
make a paper note. She writes it down.
we're just gonna knock this out real quick, and then it's back to business. Right, guys?
Yes. I mean, and she looks to the babysitter. I mean, look, why still eliminate? You have to be curious.
No, not in the slightest.
Hmm.
I mean, I stole lemonade as a kid, but I doubt these are kids we're talking about.
From the description, they were grown adults. That's why I'm just... Honestly, it's baffling. You know, and she points at the babysitter, if this ends up being some sort of cover for something, you're going to feel really silly you weren't curious.
No, I'm not really going to feel silly about anything. Hopefully this isn't a waste of time.
Alright, come on, let's go.
Alright, you roll up. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just because he's the only one who seems to be like on good terms with the babysitter so far, Marsha's going to try to lean into it a little bit and just say, like,
I know this shouldn't really be worth our time, but, you know, if both Blake and Jay are distracted, it's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, noted. I'm just gonna do my thing. And she just kind of sits back and lets you. She's gonna watch what you're doing. Now, obviously, this looks like it's fucking not even close to the side of a city or whatever. That's fine. It gives me the right vibe. This is what the vibe I want. This trailer here. This is the address that was provided. The babysitter sees where you guys are and does not care at all. She's just like, whatever. Go play or whatever it is you're doing.
Blake is taking absolute psychic damage from being here.
Yeah, honestly, you're gonna have that penalty for
Yeah.
being in a shitty area for this whole thing. You probably did it at the McDonald's too, to be honest.
And
Does she
Rain is
make
right at
any-
home.
does Blake make any like noticeable reaction to the environment?
Oh, I mean, she looks like she is looking at the most disgusting thing in the universe.
Meanwhile, Marsh, Nosferatu, leans in and he says,
Still curious.
Unfortunately, yes.
Alright. Let's get it over quick.
and he's gonna start walking to the door and then pause and say,
Wait a minute, what are we even doing? Are we gonna talk? Are we busting in? Like, this is your thing, Jay, Blake.
You can see that someone is looking through a window, like, who these sketchy fuckers outside of this fucking Escalade in the middle of the fucking ghetto.
Don't
Wait, did we
don't
literally pull up like right in front? Come on.
Oh my god.
We wouldn't pull up right in front.
Nah, it's easy. It's easy. We just go and we say we want to buy some lemonade.
Yeah, like can I actually flush up?
Oh yeah,
This is gonna go terribly, I'm sure.
No, you're good.
Oh, finally!
None of
Finally,
you are
I.
hungry.
All right. Well, I still have like 2 hunger, but
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
that's not that bad.
Blake will make sure she looks all presentable, and go up and knock on the door.
Marsh will hang back, like he's outside, but he's by the car. He's basically gonna like run in if things go south, but he's mostly gonna let Blake and Jay handle it.
All right. So is Jay going with Blake right up to the front door?
Yeah. As he gets out of the Escalade, he hands the fry container that has like 4 fries left. He kind of sets them down next to Baby, and he says, "I saved you some." And then he gets out of the Escalade.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Noted. Yeah, you.
All right, so he's gonna say, "Don't shoot us. We're here to buy lemonade. We heard you guys had a shitload of it, and we need it."
Well, I mean, we just knocked on the door. Like, are you gonna like start yelling through the door?
Well, yeah, I mean, in a firm voice, don't people shoot through the door, Blake?
Well, I think you would definitely get like an elbow as soon as you say "don't shoot us." Just like, Shh, let me handle this for just a second.
Okay. Listen, the more incompetent you sound, the less like a cop you sound.
Well,
He
this
says
is
to
going
the
on.
investigative reporter. Is this for a living?
While this is going on, could Rain quietly and stealthily get out of the SUV and run around the back of the trailer and keep an
Oh
eye
my
out?
god. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
If you want to
yeah.
stealthily go around, feel free. This is obviously stealth. I don't know. I'll take composure, dexterity. It doesn't matter to me. They're, one is keeping your cool. The other is being D&D nimble. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah,
I'll
that's
use some-
decent. Tightrope.
Oh, excellent, perfect.
Oh, I said it's decent. I didn't say the actual result yet because you're not going to find out until it comes up.
Oh.
That's why he will reroll.
Oh, dang.
Alright, 4 successes. For comparison, because I need to remind myself all the time. Locating the source of a whisper, creating a memorable piece of art. Your stealth is like art, apparently. So here, we'll move you over here by the other trailers.
Jay and Blake don't even know that Rain went around the back.
Even Marsh didn't notice, even though he's like right by the car. He's like,
How long do you think this is gonna take?
Looking behind him.
and then he's gone, and she's like, yeah, he just disappeared into the shadows. And then everything gets real dark in the fucking vehicle. We're alone. And like her teeth glimmer, the little bit of light that goes off.
Yeah, nobody tells me nothing anymore.
But yeah, as Jay and Blake are knocking at the door, talking about not getting shot or whatever, and then elbowing the whole thing, you just hear like, "Hey, yo, fucks, you cops? You gotta tell us if you're cops."
And Jay looks at Blake, the investigative reporter.
No, we're not.
Oh, all right. And then the door opens, and 2 motherfuckers come, right there. Here, let's splash Boston.
Rich the
He's
dealer.
obviously a dealer. there's no question. And then obviously this guy, he's a philosopher.
Nice.
Oh my god.
The talking one is obviously Rich. They definitely have that James Silent Bob energy that Blake was talking about. So what you here for?
We heard you managed to pick up some lemonade.
And then they eye you suspiciously. Let's see. Oh, I guess I should ask beforehand. Did Jay also blush up, or no?
No.
Oh, okay. So, what is this? We're trying to listen. We're not trying to cause trouble. We're just doing our thing. You know how it goes.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I know how it goes. I mean, that's why we're here.
Yeah, you just hear the sound of a fucking chemistry lab going on in the back. But you guys also smell blood, like a lot of it.
Oh. Shit.
Mind if we come in?
Uh,
Blake says with her most coquettish grin.
Yeah, I mean, you have like a plus 82 on like social things between the two
Yeah.
of you, so they're just like.
Although I do have like a -1 or whatever because this place is like horrific.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, and Rich is just like, what's a? I mean, don't worry, this is not Scott. This is a fucking dude. Like, what's a fine piece like you doing around here? He just looks around the shitty place.
Jay blushes, says, I told you I'm here for lemonade.
Ah, fair enough. He doesn't seem to discern.
All right.
Respect your confidence.
I look over to Harold. What is Harold's reaction to that?
He rolls his eyes, sighs heavily, and he just kind of nods, like, "Come on in." And he says, "Come on in."
Yeah, and I kind of give Harold a look like, oh boy, okay, we're the smart ones. Like, he doesn't say it, but it's the bro nod of like, all right, we're the brains, cool.
Yep. You go into what looks like the equivalent of a meth lab fueled by blood.
Oh my god.
You see boxes of like the charged lemonade with like the fucking like the how it's all like pre-done up and everything. You see just like boxes of like random goods like motor oil, just this fucking like aquarium of like butterflies. There's just like windshield wiper fluid. There's just everything in this place. It doesn't like large amounts of different kinds of things don't necessarily all go together. NyQuil, a lot of NyQuil. And yeah, it smells very alluring, blood, but also disgusting at the same time because it's a mix of other things. And none of it is very food smelling.
Can I discern a general direction from whence the blood smell comes, or is it like everywhere?
Oh, there's red liquids going through all the chemistry equipment. Yeah. There's like a Bunsen burner with his boiling blood and like I don't know, like there's like eyelashes floating inside of basically a cauldron, or more like a copper kettle, like that you would use for like cooking and whatnot. Yep. And it's like, yeah, all right, come on in. And then like Harold goes about, he just starts like mixing some shit up, like just adding things to whatever. Rich is just eyeing all of you, or I guess the two of you. Raid, you are a ninja. Nobody notices you. You can see inside. You can smell the blood, the whole thing.
Is there a back door?
This thing technically there should be, but no. But Raid, you deal in criminal elements. Were you ever a Cardi? Out of curiosity.
A Cardi?
Yeah.
Probably at some point in his teenage life, he definitely was.
There's a good chance that up top there is some kind of access point. There's a good chance. That's not the air conditioner.
Absolutely. So if Rain can, once he figures out there's no back door, can he try to climb this trailer and quietly get over near the entrance in the top? If there is one?
Yeah, we're gonna roll the success forward. Yep,
Excellent.
you easily make it on top. You move without alerting anybody. There is indeed a way that you could leap in like you're an FBI SWAT team.
Alright, so Rain will basically just quietly crouch there and listen to the conversation and be ready in case shit goes out.
Fair enough.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
Blake's gonna kind of look around and say, so, interesting setup you all have here.
Yeah, we we deal with the best buys of the market for our kind. He looks at Jay's ashen complexion.
Just real quick, I was gonna say, like, when Jay and Blake went like all the way in, and Marsh could also smell the blood, he would like go join them just so he can keep a better eye on things.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll do this first because she would actually also notice the blood. And it's like, interesting. And then you just like leave.
He'll look at her and say,
"Sit tight, Babs. I'll let you know if you need it."
Her eyes narrow.
Gonna kill you.
Her eyes narrow. She's like, yeah, you're not gonna call me that. And the whole fucking car just gets like black as midnight.
Oh shit!
Or, like there's no.
Someone cast Hunger of Hadar in there.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. All right, you can go. But don't fucking call me that. Got it?
Wait, what did you call her?
Babs.
Babs? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Mark's just gonna like hold up his hands like, okay, clearly cross the line. And he's gonna say,
Got it. Sorry.
That's better. Now go play.
he's gonna go join the other two. A little shaken, but also, not the, well, probably like the most extreme example of vampiric power we've seen, like visually, but also not the weirdest.
It didn't feel good. Like, you know how you can't feel anything? You actually felt cold.
In a weird way, Marsh is almost glad that happened because it gives him a sense of how strong she is, and he knows now not to fuck with her.
As you make your way towards the trailer, the little bit of light coming off of the trailer, you just see her shadow stretches out all the way to the door from the car. Yep, and then you make your way there, and then you just are you being stealthy at all, or are you just walking up like with conviction?
Maybe not as much conviction as normal because he's a little shaken, but yeah, he's just walking up because after he smelled the blood, he figured this was like a Kindred-friendly zone.
All right, yeah, and obviously everybody immediately notices that Marsh is coming on up. And like, hey, he with you?
Yes, he is.
All right. Rich fumbles with a gun. He has no points in it. As he reaches for it, but he can add it as a one-die bonus for intimidating people if they don't have gun proficiency.
I go to ninja.
Fair. You easily get it. Marsh, the door is already like open for you. Harold got it as he sighs and rolls his eyes at Rich again.
Can Marsh just walk over to Rich and like just kind of slap the gun out of his hand?
I already ninja'd it.
Yeah, I think Blake already
ninja'd it. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear what you said exactly. My bad.
But I will like. No, I think she's gonna hang on to it. And just turn to you and just say, "Looks like they've got an interesting operation here."
Hey, we're right here. Give me back my gun.
No.
Marsh will Marsh will hold out his hand for the gun to Blake.
Fuck, Harold. They're gonna hold us up. You can never trust these. Lex, never can.
Well, I mean, unless you give us a reason why not to.
But you steal the guns. Like you're coming in, taking charge. Listen, are you coming here for the juice or not?
Wait, hold on. You guys make vampire drugs, and lemonade from Panera is one of the ingredients in vampire drugs?
Oh, damn straight. Honestly, it's changed the whole market.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep on.
Why do you think it's locked down?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Can I? How much is it?
Oh, well, it depends on what you're looking for, but
I mean, can I have a sample?
Looks at Harold. Harold looks at you. Are you trustworthy looking? I think your stats are trustworthy-ish. You got good composure. You apparently are really good at tricking people online. I mean, so. Well, we can't just give it all, but we can give you like it'll be like a 10-second surge. How about that?
10-second surge.
Trust me, it'll feel a lot longer.
Nah, you know what? Never mind. I'm fine.
I'll try it. And I will hand the gun to Marsh at this point.
Fair enough. Yeah, no problem. And then he whips up. What are you doing, Marsh? Sorry.
Oh, I just want to ask, what type of gun is it? Like, is it a revolver? Is it magazine loaded?
Wow, those are some questions right there. Yes, it's magazine loaded.
Oh, okay. Well, Marsh will just
handgun, yeah.
Marsh will just like quickly like unload the magazine, let it drop to the floor, let the ammo spill everywhere, and then hand the empty gun back to Rich.
Yeah, no, it was actually
how that would work
already.
But
oh,
okay.
No, it's, yeah. listen, we're playing fantasy guns. We don't need to worry about how real guns
Okay.
work. Look, we're playing a game where you guys are vampires. Nothing matters. Char's lemonade fuels vampire drugs. Like,
Well, wait, what if there's those UV bullets from Blade 2? Or
well, we'll worry
or the
about those.
UV bullets from what was it? Underworld
vampire-
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
and 6.
The Inquisition has those.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the gun wasn't even loaded. Marsh, you knew this immediately because you could feel the weight difference.
Oh dang.
Okay, well then, you will look at it like he expected he had unloaded, and then just look kind of like disgusted, like, ugh, amateurs. But
Is that better, Blake?
Thank you.
All right. So yes, I just love Rain on top of the trailer. All right. Yeah. No, I got you. And he pulls out like a vial. It just looks like blood. He hands it to you, Blake. Yeah. Just drink it. You'll be good to go. You might want to sit down. You look around. There's nowhere to actually sit except for the floor, where there's just kind of like a crumpled like
So many
shag
stains.
rug.
Yeah. Like Blake is just like, I'm good.
All right.
I drank it.
Harold actually positions himself to catch you in case you fall. He's doing it because he doesn't want you to break yourself in his trailer.
Yeah. Like he's not being weird about it. He's being
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You drink this. What lasts about 12 like 12 seconds or so. For everybody else, for you, it feels like an eternity, like slow-mo kind of from the Dread movie. There we go. But like as far as time, but yeah, it is. You feel super powered, like you. So, like you can do things you couldn't do before. Like you're hold on, if I remember correct. No, you don't have. Well, your clan has like celerity, but like this feels like celerity plus. Like you're accessing abilities you didn't even know you had, kind of a thing. Do you try to tap into any of those?
Remind me what celerity is. I'm bad with the English.
Moving fast,
Okay. Oh, like I'm like in bullet time right now or whatever.
basically.
Yeah. I try it.
You were zipping around this trailer, moving
I have
all
the
around
zoomies.
this bananas.
Hard.
Everybody Harold's holding her, but she seems like she's moving fast, like she could, but he's actually like, yep, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck she was gonna get out of that. Like, they start arguing. There's just a whole like 5-minute back and forth sequence where they're just arguing with each other over like what the effects were gonna be, and Harold's making notes.
Right. So do I genuinely think I'm running around the trailer?
You do.
Okay.
And if he weren't holding you, you would be. It's a little messy. No, go ahead.
While they're having their 5-minute bickering, Marsh would like hold up a hand to try and cut them off, and just say,
Who are you making this for? Are you operating independently?
Well, no. This is 100% independent. We just handle this ourselves. You know, we got to do our thing, make our money. Nobody wants us, so you know.
quick out of character question to the group, so I don't screw anything up. Would anybody be opposed if Marsh tried to like take over this business?
No, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, so to what they said, Marsh is gonna say,
Not anymore. You're working for me now.
Ah, fuck. You know, it works best if it's independent, like, you know. No? Like, why should we listen to you? Like, we've been told we can take over by other people before. Has it worked? You know, we get rolled a little bit, and we just set up a new operation. I mean, we'll be fine.
with his own bit of celerity and everything, Marsh is gonna move forward and try to like grab him by the neck.
Ooh. Alright, well, he definitely would try to oppose us. What does he have right now? Oh, alright. Well, he doesn't have anything based on celerity, because sometimes these guys could. So yeah, you could easily move up on him. Harold just shakes his head like fuck again. And yeah, you roll up on Rich. Listen, this dude's physical stats not the most impressive. So
Yeah. So Marsh is gonna say,
You're gonna listen to me because I said so. And because if you don't, I know how to hide your body so you'll never be found.
Rain, you're hearing some confrontation down below. Now, this is a trailer. You can hear every single word that's being said. But Harold's holding Blake, who's like doing that, like running in the same place super fast thing, and Rich is getting, manhandled by Marsh, it looks like, or at least threateningly. I don't know if you stay in your position.
Can Rain, as always, quietly start just slowly lifting the trapdoor up the top of the trailer, just to get a look into the situation.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos. You could easily do so. I mean, somebody might notice you, but it's not going to be the people who are being active. So maybe Jay might notice you.
Why should we let you run our business? Charles Reigns like jumps down like Batman.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like, come on, Harold's like, come on, can we just do this peacefully? Like, I mean, you're not the first people to try to roll silver again. Like, we can hook you up. Just leave us alone. Know how this works.
he's gonna pause and say,
I want a free supply and a cut of the profits.
Like, we can't just Can we have Data think this over?
Real quick, can I interject? Blake is like tripping balls, so she can't say it. But we are wondering where a giant truck full of blood bags went. I am curious where they get their blood. I'm just saying.
That's a good point.
But I'm still zooming around my mental trailer, so.
Marsh.
Well, I mean, by now you would be, because it's only 12 seconds for real.
Okay, it was, I wasn't
so
sure.
He's
okay.
like, yeah, he's like.
What are the effects of like? Do I have any negative effects afterwards?
Well, now you feel a little bit exhausted, like mechanically. You already have penalties from the environment and a bunch of other things, so like you're kind of just everything looks worse than it did before. It's like you have heightened senses on and a shit dump, and it's weird.
Well, I'm disappointed because during my mental zoomies, I cleaned the trailer.
It looks worse now, like somebody's knocked shit over.
Right, it's like all of my work has been undone.
But yeah, Marsh is definitely gonna like start pressing them for information, but he's kind of wanting to get negotiations out of the way first. So when he asks if they can have a day to think about it, Marsh is gonna say,
Sure.
But with the hand still holding Rich's neck, he's gonna lift him off the ground and tighten his grip.
Take your time.
Basically, he's choking him.
Yeah, I understand. Let's see. Well, you're strangling. Choking would be if you shove something in his throat. Strangling.
Okay, handsome Jack.
Oh yeah, okay. So we can't talk about how guns work, but we're gonna get nitpicky about the.
Listen, I fixed the gun problem, didn't I? All right, so.
All right.
All right. Anyways, feel free to try to intimidate. I'm pretty sure there's an intimidation skill.
Yeah. Would you say this is manipulation or strength?
You are physically overbearing, so I mean, I'm fine with either. I'm pretty loose with these dice rolls. There's a dog barking next door. I know there's a dog in the window here, but we're gonna say that's next door instead.
And I assume I can use my physical coercion specialty?
Yeah, absolutely. This is extremely applicable. Alright, 4 successes. Pretty solid. You made a masterpiece of intimidating, I think is what the description was. Same thing that Rain did. It's like... Alright, we'll get it set up, just the same as everybody. I said it's gonna take a day. We're still working on this.
All right.
And he'll gently set him down and say,
And don't you worry about the other guys. I'll make sure they don't bother you.
Oh, well, that's pretty handy.
And now he would take a moment to like look around at the blood and everything and say,
So where are you getting all this stuff anyways? You know, besides the lemonade.
Well, hey, like Rich is just like he's like pretending to be like dying. He's like, oh, you just strangled him a little bit and everything, and he's being a little over dramatic about it. Harold just looks at Rich, waiting for Rich to talk because, well, honestly, it's just a little funny. Listen, we got a deal. We don't know. We just, I came down and said like, hey, got your hookup. We're gonna take care of you, and now we get, we give him his share. We get what we need. It's not a lot. You don't need a lot to do this. There's like a fucking oil drum of blood in the corner that you guys can like see.
Well, we'll figure out suppliers in the coming weeks. I'll get back to you on that. Speaking of which, that Panera you hit, it's off limits.
Oh shit! Come on, that's like the easiest one to roll. They got like two people. They're just, like completely incompetent.
I'll help you handle the supplies, as I said, but that Panera is off limits. One of those two people is a friend of a friend.
I guess out of curiosity, would Jay be provoked at all if he heard Rich saying that, it's incompetent people at that Panera Bread?
Not really. I mean,
okay, that's fair.
It's in Jay's opinion, most people are pretty incompetent at most of the things they try to do. It's just human nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. There's just mechanical things if you feel provoked. So I just
I mean,
if you ever feel provoked, let me know.
Okay.
You're cool with like people saying that like Monique is incompetent.
Oh, well, I mean, at preventing a robbery, like she's not like a fucking security guard.
Hey, it's fine. Like I just wanted to know the baseline. That's all. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, you don't go on a murderous rampage through the trailer. That's fine.
Oh no, that's horrible. Like he feels bad that we're beating these guys up. I mean, he's thinking to himself, well, at least someone's making drugs for vampires.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what he's just looking around. This is he's like he feels like an anthropologist right now.
Fair.
So now, where exactly did they say that they got the blood from?
They have a mysterious supplier.
Blake Laws, when was the last time you got a delivery from the supplier?
And then looks at Marsh. Earlier today.
How'd you get in contact with them?
I don't. They just bring the supply when they got it. We give the money. They seem to have a system. They seem to know what we need when we need it.
What do these guys look like?
Well, this is one guy. To be honest, just one guy. So, like, man. Doesn't have hair. Just stands up. Well, I guess he got eyebrows. Bald. Average height. He's just given the worst description. It's just like it's super vague. Like he looked like the Hitman guy. This man over here.
Yeah, the agent was 76 or something, right? Like,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, Agent 69.
Marsh will look at Harold and say,
what did this guy look like?
He's one of the. He's pretty sure he's one of them goons. Working for one of the families around here. Got that edge. He's got that edge like you got.
He's gonna pause and then say,
Did the name Giovanni ever come up?
they look at each other conspiratorially, or like, they know shit. It's just like, hey, we
Oh,
don't talk about that shit, yo. That's some dangerous shit, son. Get in trouble.
Understood. Thank you for the information.
And he kind of smirks, like, you just told me everything I need to know.
Somebody might sigh and roll their eyes. But like
I said, I'll make sure they don't bother you. You're in luck, because I just so happen to be on my way to make contact with them.
Fantastic. Raid, up top, you see what looks like, maybe somewhere like 8-10 dudes all rolling out of the nearby trailers. With various weapons. They're getting ready. Like, when like it seems like a biker gang was getting a little agitated. Well, these motherfuckers are ready to roll, and it's clear their destination. Is this trailer? And maybe the drug dealers do have protection near them. And I think that's actually our stopping point. Is
Oh man.
Could I do one thing?
A load of dudes.
Could I do one thing before we count?
Oh, sure. I'm permissive.
Rain had the door a little bit open, so without these two guys knowing, he will quickly do like a knock on the roof, just to get everyone to look up, and he'll just go, "We got company, guys."
Yeah, and that's where you see like the shadows of like all these sketchy dudes with like bats and chains and shit.
Blake looks weirdly excited because, I mean, she hasn't been in a gang fight yet, so that'd be cool.
Right, that's an experience.
Meanwhile, Marsh is just like,
oh, is it Tuesday already?
Yeah.
Rain's ready to drop like Batman.
Fair enough. I guess we'll find out next session whenever we plan that out. I don't know my availability yet, so I'll let you guys know when, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Good stuff. If you guys are interested in another skill-based RPG that's contemporary fantasy with some sci-fi thrown in, I'm going to be streaming Tales from the Loop next Saturday afternoon. So it's basically like Stranger Things if it also had dinosaurs, aliens, and robots. Yeah, a bunch of 80s tweens and teens wrapped up in some sci-fantasy contemporary shenanigans. So we already made characters, so we're gonna have the first session next Saturday afternoon. So check that out.
Oh shit, that's awesome, man. What time?
What a question.
East.
It's like, let me see. What a question.
Pretty vital.
It is June 8th at 1:30 p.m. EDT, and we'll be playing until 5:30 p.m. So 4 hours. Tales from the Loop, episode 1. So I'm playing. Yeah, I'm playing a kid. He is 1 year ahead because he was born in that particular time in August where they make you go 1 grade ahead in school, even if you're not ready. And he is the school photographer for the school paper. And he has a dark secret that no one at school can find out about, and that's that his mom left town without explaining why, and his dad is dating an inventory robot from BJ's who is trying to replace his mom. Yup.
I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, it's I'm very excited about it. So it plays very similar to this kind of system where you have like 2 stats, you throw them together, and you try. It's a D6 system though, not a D10 system. So I'm very excited about it. Looking forward to playing it. Beyond that, I don't have any other announcements. Anyone have any announcements? Anything you want to shout out before we adjourn?
I think we're good.
All right. Someone in chat want to know what other players' socials were. I mean, I'm not in the business of handing out you guys' socials, but you're welcome to pump them out into Discord Twitch chat if you want to. So maybe Maybe they're
Oh yeah, let me.
maybe they're recruiting you for TTRPG streams or something, or they're just gonna
Nice,
stalk
nice.
you,
Eh,
or both. All right. Well, in that case, I will go ahead and adjourn. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and I look forward to the next time we get to play.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Hell
all
yeah.
for playing and watching.
Thanks for the
The operation is about to begin. The universe holds its breath at the audacity of man. They all know much, but understand little.